The world always changes. But one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight with honor. Because cowards die forgotten. You wait for war. On the other side.
It's not a matter of if. When will you pass this through?
We would bring the inhabitants back with us.
Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to Shadows of Archonia 2, our weekly Something Without Number live stream campaign. My name is Steve Boshier. I will be your game master for the evening.
Woo!
Just the evening, though.
Yeah, after this, you're on your own.
Shit.
My name is Alan, and I'll be playing the cured man, Eddie Bones.
That's not what it says on that.
No longer the cursed man, the cured man, the myth, the legend, the boner, Eddie Bones.
Oh, wait.
Hello, and I'm Yuri. I am playing the Legate, Sally One-Eye, the heroic warrior.
I thought there was going to be more.
No. How could I
He's
follow
the
up
only one
that?
that's not multi-class, not cursed with anything.
I'm the most normal one
not
of this
secretly another person.
Speaking of, hello everyone. I am Max. I am playing Annabeth III, or as my followers call me, Eric Aegir, aka Lorien, the god of something.
Some things.
Something. We don't know yet. Well, we do know. We did know, but now it's changing. Now it's changing?
I don't know.
I don't know. Not sure.
I'm Matt, and I'm playing Asarius Trufane, the little fox wizard, or wizard trapped in a fox's body. And I'm here to do things. Resolve past mistakes.
The cute fox, destroyer of worlds.
Yeah,
We love
that's him, all right. Yeah, so if you don't know, this is a dark fantasy show intended for adults. Here's your content warning. We get into descriptions of brutal violence, horror themes, possible sexual situations, and other topics of an adult nature at times. Most episodes. Every episode, at least a couple of those things happen.
I think cuss words is kind of the big thing.
Cuss words is the big thing.
We don't really do much else.
Bigger for some motherfuckers than others.
Yeah. I cuss a lot. I cuss way too much.
Anyway, yeah, so if you don't want to see any of that stuff, take off. We won't hold it against you. The system that I mentioned, we're playing Worlds Without Number, although we're in space now, and we're using some content from Stars Without Number. And Asarius Trufane over here has some content from Cities Without Number built into his character. So
buildings.
Yeah, hacking.
Oh.
There are hacking rules in Stars Without Number. But
Yeah.
I didn't bother you with that because I knew you knew
You
the
said
other
Cities
ones.
Without Number, so I was
different hacking rules. Anyway, all those games are by Kevin Crawford. They're all interrelated and compatible with each other. Do check them out. Sign Nominate Publishing is his company. All the digital assets that you saw in the intro, well, they're all either licensed from some other source or they're by me. All the character art is by myself, including the character art that's right in front of our players right now. So if you'd like to hire me, I'm available for commissions to do your character or your party. I am on Facebook and Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, or on ArtStation under my real name, Steve Boshier. If you want to hang out with us, come join our Discord. There's a link below the video. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, you'll find our Discord link below. If you really like the stream, you can buy our merch at shadowsofarconia.com or join our Patreon at patreon.com/Shadows of Archonia. And if you're watching on Twitch right now, be aware we also have a YouTube channel. All of our past episodes are on there of both this show and our other show, which is Tales from the Backlog. It's on Monday nights. We try out lots of different games over there. We are in the middle of a run of Blades 68 right now, which is the sequel to Blades in the Dark. It's a playtest expansion at the moment. We're playtesting it on our stream. And it's set about 100 years after the original, which, if you think about it, means the original was also in 68. But don't think about it. Yeah, so that's that.
Archonia Fest.
Yeah, Archonia Fest, which is at the end of this month. It's our second annual Archonia Fest, celebrating our 6th year streaming. Woo! Woo! More 6 years for some than others.
So many people are like, we can't even keep a group together for a couple months.
Yeah, this really is a blessing.
Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed. But yeah, Archonia Fest, March 29th through 31st. That's Saturday through Monday at the end of the month. And we're going to be playing so many games. There is a change from last Archonia Fest. Last Archonia Fest, we had lots of different types of events. We had character building sections. We had segments where Alan and I would review game books. We had discussion segments. Most of those are gone. We've got 2 interviews and 8 games. And that's it. That's Archonia Fest. So, yeah, we want, since it's only 3 days this year instead of 5, we decided to do more gaming. So I think that's all the announcements for now.
Let's get back into it.
Oh, follow Saberpox RP
Oh, yes.
on
Yeah.
Twitch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I also stream separately.
We should plug Matt's other show. Oh, and Lasercat 006.
I stream sometimes.
He streams sometimes. He's been streaming the longest, but the least often.
Yeah.
What's up, Misery? Speaking of my stream,
Oh,
walk
people
over
in
there
our
as well
chat.
all the time.
Oh, yeah. So let's get to a recap.
Yo, what happened?
That's crazy last week.
Nothing happened. Don't worry about
Nothing
it.
crazy, right?
Nothing happened.
Time shenanigans.
Well, someone fucked up the space-time continuum.
Don't look at me.
It was your ability.
It was your decision.
No, it was our decision. It was our decision.
Someone weigh in on this, huh?
We had nothing to do with it.
For once, I was a good boy.
You were silent, which you.
I tried my best.
Silence.
I tried, but I wasn't
Your
aware.
silence
I was
was-
not aware of the nanites in the blood, and so I tried to at least control the
And
situation.
Neither did Anon.
Oh, I think he did.
Anyhow,
Sally can't read. Any situation.
wait, this is extra. Is it?
That doesn't apply. You had all the information. You all fucked up, is what happened. You went back in time and gave Destiny blood to people in the past.
But you know what? It's fine. 'Cause
Destiny blood.
You're supposed to fuck up at a time travel.
Absolutely.
Like you're not. It wouldn't be important if it was successful.
You didn't even change that much. But what you did change allowed the destiny of now times to suddenly take over the Archons, who he's not been able to infect before. Because you essentially gave him a few tens of thousands of years to think it over.
We lost a planet. We lost weapon development and weapon
Yep,
capacity.
you lost access to Nebulon.
But we also
Archons.
gain a new friend, which is a gnome.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
Equal trade. Usually.
Yeah, Sean.
Because he was able to make the cure, and he was able to make himself a
3D copy of himself.
3D copy of
Basically,
himself.
yeah, he basically cloned himself.
So I think that's a
into the
worthy
machine.
trade. And I got cured, which was my main quest from day zero.
Day zero. Eddie Bones. no
50
longer a
episodes
werewolf.
to make it happen.
You gave them Eddie Bones' blood. If for anyone who actually didn't see it, they using Lorian's writ, bearer of the name, they were able to temporarily merge their present day time with the time of the people who settled on Nebulon in the past, and ask those people for, among other things, assistance curing Eddie Bones' lycanthropy. They used their high-tech labs in the past to work on it and left the cure for lycanthropy in a hidden safe for our heroes to find. Unfortunately, everyone seemed to have forgotten that the lycanthropy was caused by Destiny experimenting on Eddie, and that there are Destiny nanites in his blood, even though he's not infected the way regular people are, because his Archonite thing is canceling it. They are in there.
Yeah.
I didn't roll good enough to notice.
Eddie was just excited.
Eddie was just excited. But the upshot of that was you also gave Destiny access to this lab for thousands of
It was always meant to happen. It already happened in the past, so, you know.
time loop. Sure, why not?
It's like you could say it happening was part of the whole Destiny plan.
Yeah. When you returned to your own time and opened the safe, you got the cure, and you also released Destiny. However, Ashan had left a little USB stick sort of thing that activated the
Cloning or
the giant 3D printer that can make anything you design, and proceeded to print all the colonists from the old days, starting with the warriors. And so you have Ashan back, essentially, or a copy of him, something like that. And you sailed away from Nebulon on the Wayfarer, leaving a partially destroyed city and thousands of infected Archons on the planet.
But it's okay, because we're one step closer to getting the technology god. And once we get the technology god, it's all gonna blow over.
That's true. Then, using your interplanetary teleportation spell, you transferred yourselves to Jakeesh Reynard. Now, I'm going to back up a little bit on this one, because we ended the session with you guys just landing in the council chamber on Jakeesh Reynard, and all of them standing up in surprise, and Lorian saying hi, and that was when we cut.
hello.
But prior to that, this spell involves dreaming of this place for 8 hours before you go there. I blew past it pretty quickly, but I want to revisit it. You brought with you Grace Bonnie and Sal One Eye, Sally's dad. Asarius casts his spell. What did I call it again? Tearing the Shroud, I think.
No, it is called. I have a lot of spells. Give me 1 second.
Something about a shroud.
Visions Beyond the Shroud.
Visions Beyond the Shroud. So you all go to sleep, and it's a deep sleep, but you still find yourselves able to think for a while. And when you open your eyes, you find yourself on the surface of this world. Now, I described it very quickly last week, but there are some key things that I glossed over. You arrive on the surface of this frozen planet, Jakeesh Reynard. And when I say frozen, I mean extremely frozen. I think probably Asarius is the only one with the scientific understanding of the idea that gases can become liquid. But the atmosphere here is in liquid form. You don't have air to breathe on the surface. You have little rivers of nitrogen and oxygen. That's how cold it is. It doesn't affect you guys because you're currently in dream form. But there are these crevices, these canyons in the ice. And as I described last week, you go down and you find cities built into the ice. So they're essentially subterranean. The livable places, the places where the air is actually breathable, is in there. Now, I believe you would all stick together.
Yes.
You're certainly all going to end up together.
I'm also going to activate silver threads to allow us to speak into one another's mind should we get lost, to communicate where we are at, as well as send images into our brains.
I'll say in this dream state, that's not necessary. You guys are already in communication.
Okay.
I want to focus on Eddie Bones for a second, because out of all the major events that happened last episode, big plot arc type things happening, one of them was specifically about you. You are no longer a werewolf, and this 8-hour dream is, ironically enough, even though you're in the middle of transporting across the galaxy, the first time you've had to take a minute and think through your new situation. What do you think's going through Eddie's head as he wanders this ice planet as a dream ghost, knowing that when he wakes up, he's not a werewolf anymore?
Well, it's a big relief to him, because especially since we said that when he got cured, all of his scars went away.
Yeah.
So he does feel like a new man, except for one that was like on his chest. And he's just excited. He's excited to not have to worry about it anymore. And he's excited that it was actually possible, because for the longest time he almost felt like it was impossible to get cured, because there was so many like close calls.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, maybe since I was able to cure myself, maybe I can really, maybe destiny can be beaten. That's what he's been thinking in his head, because so far up until this point, destiny, I don't think Eddie really comprehends how strong Destiny is. And I don't even know how strong he is out of game. But I think now he's starting to believe that we have a chance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like you to roll Notice plus Wisdom.
Notice plus Wisdom?
Don't forget your Notice skill is 1 higher than it was last week.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sure. Nice. I got 8 on the die.
Okay.
Let's see. So 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. So the people that you're with, I imagine Grace has a lot to say. Sally's used to being in charge around here. So everyone's having this sort of conversation about how to proceed and where to go. And you guys have found these cities built into the sides of these chasms and moved inside, and are now walking through or floating through, attempting to find centers of power where it might be a good idea for you to appear. And this is a process. And I think, Eddie, throughout this process, you're following the group but not saying anything. As you're focused inwardly on this feeling that you have. There is something about being on this planet that is new to you. Ever since you got this injection that cured your curse, you have sort of felt a sense of, I guess I would say, oneness with the space that you were in. And at first that was literally outer space. You know, you described last week that you were looking out for the moon. Like that was one of the first things you did, was just wanting to see a moon again. And I think at the time you had this feeling, but maybe chalked it up to an emotional response to your newfound freedom. But as you come to Jaquish Renard, something about that sense that you have, that connection to nature, changes. And with that notice roll, I think what you are able to figure out is that you are connected to the natural world in a way that your lycanthropy originally allowed, but also interfered with you using it in any way that you would want. It made it so that that connection was about your ability to change shape and the moon activating your feral rages. But now the wolf thing is gone, the rage is gone, but that connection to nature is still there and maybe even stronger. And what you're sensing on this planet is just this planet. There's a biosphere here that is alien to you. It's different than the one that was on Nebulon. It's different than the one that was on Archonia. And you can sense it. You can feel it as you move throughout this place. And I think you have a sense that this is what you were always meant to be.
Attune with nature, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you yourself chose to be a hunter back in the day. You chose to be out in the wilderness. That was something you did before you ever were bit by a werewolf.
Yeah, I think at this point, Eddie, he's just keeping to himself. He's silent, but he's also kind of smiling in a way that maybe he hasn't shown in a long time. Because maybe up until this point, he's kind of been like laughing or smiling just as a show of like trying to hide the pain. But now it's like genuine laughter or genuine like happiness he's showing right now. And dropping noise.
And well, with that, I'm going to move to Sally now.
Got one.
You're in a similar situation in terms of everything's very stressful. A lot of important stuff is happening, but at the same time, a major problem of your whole life just got fixed.
Yeah.
Not only have you found your parents, you've now made them your parents again. Your dad, at least. Your mom is still queued up when you get home, but you're traveling through Dream World on another planet with your dad. What do you think's going through Sally's head right now?
She is so freaking excited. This is one of the things why she became a pirate. She wanted to explore the seven seas. Space is now a new frontier, a new planet it's never been. She thought her dad was lost, dead. Parents, she doesn't quite know how to deal with her dad yet because she's never really dealt with him as a dad. Her memories were so faint. You know, her grandfather and grandmother were a larger part of her life. So she's still working out her way on how to relate to her dad as a dad, I think.
Okay.
But she's excited that she has an adventure with her friend and her father.
And for his part, you can see that he's aware that you guys are here for a reason, and he's trying not to step on anyone's toes or interfere, but he also can't help but keep asking you questions about your life, about your family, about what you've done, about all the things you've accomplished, about who took care of you, and like where Maul is.
With one eye.
Yeah.
Keeping watch.
And are we sure we can get back without, let's not lose those vials. Let's not break those vials. Did you see anyone else that was a werewolf? Is a big one. But mostly he seems interested in you. He just wants to know everything about you. Do you think you tell him that you and Jax became smugglers?
I think I do, but I probably frame it in a more heroic light. Because partly she did do it for the adventure and for the rebellion of it, but also partly to help her village and her grandparents who are ailing at this point, and she needed to make some extra dough
Right.
to help them, and she wasn't making it as a fisherwoman, so.
Yeah.
And she always thought her parents were fisherwomen, so maybe, who knows if Sal and Mal were actually fisherwomen, fisher people. Fisher fit.
We're all
Yeah. Okay, so I think Sal probably starts to see through what you're saying a little bit, but it's definitely mitigated by everything else that he already knows about you. Like, you're fighting to free the world from mental slavery, you're the captain of a flying ship, you can go to space, your friend is the king and apparently a god. So the fact that you're like, I used to be a smuggler, I think he's like, you don't have to be so like dodgy about that. It's fine. I get it. And also there's a little bit like, I think you feel him stepping back from being too paternal, because because he hasn't been here.
Yeah, I would say all the major life moments where you would imagine a dad teaching his kids how to do something, her grandparents had to take over those jobs. So I think they would try to, maybe through this adventure, they would bond and find something new. Might not be quite that paternal relationship, but maybe they could get to a new, their family.
Yeah. Hello. I see a chatter. Can't read the name from here.
That's
Nuggismos. Nuggismos.
JC or JO?
JC Nuggismos.
Just make chat bigger so
Howdy.
you can see it better. Welcome in.
Welcome. Okay. Is there anything else that you think you would add to this conversation before we move on to Annan?
Like, how's your poker skills? Were you as any good as Gramps?
Gramps? He never beat me a day in his life.
Oh, he taught me everything I knew.
He taught you everything he knew?
He said he taught you everything you knew about it too. He said this was your favorite game.
No, he taught me everything he knew. That took half an hour. I learned the rest later.
There's more?
Oh, yeah.
This could be why I never really had any good luck.
Oh.
My dice rolls.
That's the reason.
Jason Crow? Is that you?
It's just as Jason, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, howdy, Jason.
That's my cousin if it's Jason Crow. I know all my cousins come through. I got a lot of cousins.
Oh, I have a lot of cousins.
I know. I have their family tree. Before we go to Ann and Beck, I need to check in with Corinthian Briar.
Oh, yeah.
Roll that connect check, please.
Yeah, he has diplomatic grace,
I
right?
don't really know how to. Yes. Well, actually, does he? I don't think so. 8. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
11.
Part of me is like, thinking it would be so funny if we get back and Corinthian like has taken over low light and he's like on the throne and he's
like,
and he's
I'm the new
He's like,
destiny.
it's like I'm the real bad guy.
We've already talked about. Well, never mind. Conversation for another time.
Your rolls so far have been 12, 17, 13, 11.
Man, really good rolls.
Wow.
Really good rolls.
All double digits.
Dang.
Pretty good for this system.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Go.
All
Go,
right.
Corinthian.
Go Corinthian, go Corinthian, go.
Sally won't help you with those
I do
rolls.
want to add one more thing after.
Actually, yeah, I also want to go back to Sally because there's something I forgot to do with her. But what were you going to say?
It might be better if you come back to me.
Okay. Sally, I think you're also experiencing something new by being on this planet.
Yeah, we're in a dream state. Can we know that we're not able to, like, breathe very well in this area?
I think you have a certain sense of it, yes. And that's what I was going to bring up, actually. Before you get into the city, while you're still outside, and even a little bit after you go in and it's still very cold, I think you start to feel this connection to the environment and a sense of how you could just sort of, in that very Sally One-Eye warrior-ish kind of way, just sort of sack up and deal with it if you were here physically.
She hates the cold, actually. She grew up on a chocolate
She hates the cold, yeah. And I feel like this 8 hours of dream state and your connection to the legacy gives you the chance to learn through this experience your new writ. Endless March?
March without end.
March without end. Which it makes it so that you can survive for hours in a hostile environment. Any type of environment that would not kill a normal person in under a minute, you can live in.
Including how many people?
Up to 20 allies.
Up to
20 allies.
For 24 hours.
So you're so tough, the people around you get tougher.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the cold. You guys like the cold?
It doesn't seem to hurt.
Like, the altitude here is killing me. Can't breathe.
Sounds like, how are you coughing? I can't even breathe. But I also don't need to.
Does my new writ go off too? Once I see someone?
What we described before about your connection to nature, that's coming from that new writ.
So once, because can you describe like the first, like, I guess, furry folk that we see?
Sure. For one thing, it's not all furries. A lot of them are actual just animals. These people are not only anthropomorphic animals themselves, they also live very closely with the native life here. So even in the cities, like, you come in and you see like armadillos and muskrats and everything just sort of like sharing the space with the humanoids.
So as they're like living their normal lives, do I somehow think to myself, man, that's strange, they're speaking common?
Actually, yeah. When you first see someone that can talk, it is a little scientist with glasses.
Super cute.
He is about 5 feet tall, and he is essentially an otter boy.
Oh my god.
And he comes out like with a little notebook scribbling in it. And I don't think you ever quite figured out what computers are, even though you've seen them several times at this point. But it seems to be like a computer that is a notebook. Like, he's writing on it. It's a tablet, basically, with a stylus. And he's muttering something about alterations to genetics, and it's not fair what people think. And he's talking to himself. And he's very nervous. Everyone that walks past him, including harmless animals, he's just like... but you find that you can understand him, even though he's speaking a language that you didn't think you knew.
And I can read what he's writing down, right?
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to get up and look.
Yeah, like, I think I mentioned this out loud to Sally. And I just say, don't you think it's weird that they're speaking like our language?
Are you drunk or am I drunk? He's clearly speaking otters.
Otters.
No, like, I can.
This is not Narnia, my friend.
No, I can understand what he's saying.
Oh, you can speak to animals. That's so good. You know, I have this horse back home that I always wanted to speak some sense into. Maybe I should bring you back.
I can't understand this guy. This is Sal. I can't understand this guy. He sounds like he's just going beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so sorry. You can understand animals. So that's something that I can do as well.
Lorian, please roll a performance plus intelligence.
11, 12 plus intelligence?
Yeah.
13.
You know the language. You are not picking it up instantly. You already knew this language.
And Okay. So when you say that, I'm like, wait. So you hear what this guy is saying?
Hold on.
Because it seems like he's talking about like.
Sorry, it's just a lot of the code switching that needs to happen in my brain. Give me a second.
One language, another language.
And I like kind of listen in.
Yeah. So he's talking about his work.
Yeah.
You know, he's
So boring about this.
He's talking about how it's like.
he's a
it's not fair.
geneticist, is what you're.
Eddie, he's really cute. Ask him if he wants to be my pet.
Well, we can't talk to them.
Yeah, we're still ghosts, right?
Yeah.
I answer you in otter, and then I go, so sorry about that. Yes, I can understand. He's honestly so boring. I hated doing that.
So
Wait.
boring.
Wait. So, wait a minute. Wait.
I'm waiting.
You're with us, right? Mm-hmm. Are you a fox? You're Fox right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're also with.
I'm always a fox.
Renly is
Sorry.
not.
So I always get this mixed up because I always think that Renly is the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the trick at the beginning. Yeah.
So, but Renly is actually the fox, right?
Renly is the familiar who is a halfling.
We never
Fox.
did.
Asarius is the fox.
We never did cure.
I
your
removed
fox.
Renly from the name tag. So if you look at his name tag now,
So it's just
and it says
Asarius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look.
You can think of me as Asarius.
So I look at Asarius. When you speak to us as the fox, Asarius, does he speak common?
Yes. Well, yeah, the fox never actually talked. Renly was always translating for me.
But I say to you, speak.
I literally cannot. Like, I'm not saying this is out of character. He cannot speak.
He cannot even like
No,
yelp.
that's why I needed.
He has telepathy,
Yeah,
in,
telepathy.
in this state. He,
Because I'm just trying to see if this animal thing relates to you.
No, I've tried it before. It doesn't work.
Okay.
But yes, I can talk to you in telepathy.
he can make fox noises, whatever those are.
Yeah, I
But,
can. I spent 300,000 years living as playing fox, so I know that language very well.
So you can't talk, but I want to ask you. I don't think I could do this before. Do you think this is something new with me?
Talking?
So
No, I can like understand all these people.
My theory, from the
Sounds
things that
new.
I've observed.
sorry,
from you-
I need to interject. Asarius, you are the only person here who knows for sure what's happening. These people are not speaking animal language. They're speaking a dialect, a derivative of Archonian, ancient Archonian.
Oh, like the old tongue.
Oh.
They're speaking the old tongue from the Second Age.
Oh.
It's like, I mean, it's a little changed over time, but
Yeah, yeah.
you recognize it.
It's been a long time. It's
been a long time,
Very
yeah.
different dialect. Like,
My theory is that this is psionics, and maybe that you're tying into the language of animals now.
Maybe.
that's
Oh, maybe Renly could speak to them.
not.
I mean, Asarius. Sorry.
But this is the old tongue, dialect of it. It's not exactly. That's probably why you understand it.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
Old tongue?
Yes.
Like the ancient tongue?
Like the before time.
Wait, my brain can understand this? That's pretty cool.
Wait,
That's why I had you roll. Because you have to remember things
Yeah.
from your past
That,
life.
guys, this explains why the
Eddie's
God
gonna
above told me to roll.
Eddie's gonna try speaking the language now, just to you. And like he just starts saying stuff like, "So is this how you say this word, and this is how you say this?"
So he is speaking it flawlessly the way they are speaking it.
It's very different.
So
Than,
this is how you say cheesecake.
I tell you a version back that's slightly like with a stronger
And you
accent.
instantly know that dialect.
And I say, "Oh, I know." And I like Eddie like starts to get like super excited, and he's just
How
like,
do you know the O tongue?
Yeah, now you know two dialects of the same new language.
and I don't know. This is something new. Maybe it was.
We're going to need the translation orb that the giants gave us.
This is
They have to be touching
This
it.
is great
or
because
they have to touch
now-
it for an hour.
now I'll be able to when we appear, I'll be able to talk to them.
Ooh, that's good.
Yay.
If I can make a suggestion, don't overthink it. You will get some migraines if you try to pick up two different languages and try to exist in both of them at the same time.
Well,
From-
we'll see.
I guess memories of memories. I've had some major migraines because of that.
Stick with the current dialect.
Grace comes over to you, Sally, and says, "Do you know what these guys are talking about? They're just gibbering.
Nonsense.
It's gibberish, right?
You know how guys are.
Is something wrong with the spell? Are they going crazy?"
I think they're speaking animal, as all guides do.
Yeah.
And then let's go. This is authorish. Wait, it do go. It go.
It's authorish gibberish.
And I start speaking well. Whoa.
As soon as you do that, Grace turns around and goes, "Eddie, you can't speak whale."
He's actually speaking it quite.
He does this all the time.
You have to hear it to learn it, right? So
I actually wanted to. Well, I wanted to think of a plan because when we appear, we're not just going to say hi, right? That would be really weird.
Well, we're just bringing back Asarius back to his people. Obviously, there's some commonality here.
Sure, not just say hello. That's obviously really dumb. My thought was maybe.
Yeah, you have to say, "Take me to your leader."
I thought we were looking for their leaders now, and that's where we were going to appear.
Good idea.
we'll be there. Yeah, we'll be in front of the leaders, hopefully.
My thought is perhaps I can shift our skins to be more like the people around us.
Shift our skin. You mean change how we look?
Yes, I don't know why I said it in the way that I did, but I did.
Wait, you can change how we all look?
Oh, yes. It will be a sort of illusion for our natural climate.
Question: do we know where the Omnium Bindstone is in this place from our vision quest? Exactly
You do
where?
not know where it is. Eddie, remember, he only sees a minute at a time, and the minute that he chose was after you'd already found it.
Okay.
So what happens between now and then?
Did I finish the goggles last time or no?
You finished the goggles.
Okay,
before
so so we do have the goggles. We can find them.
I do like that, but I also had the idea.
May I interject real quick? We need a clear objective. What are we trying to get from these leaders? What do we want to purvey to them?
To be honest, perhaps someone to guide us through this terrain.
Obviously, we need permission to search the area.
Oh, I mean, sure. That sounds like a reasonable thing.
But to your plan, do we come across as another offshoot of another clan from somewhere on the planet, or do we say we're from aliens from off planet?
Is there a way? Is there a way we can figure out what these people worship?
And as we're figuring that out, can we also figure out if they're spacebound? If they can leave the planet themselves? Like, do they have the ability to do so? Do they understand if we come from another planet?
I look up in the sky to see if there's an airship.
We do have 8 hours.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which is not that much if you're trying
These
to figure
are,
out.
given that 3 of you understand the language, and 3 of you don't. These are reasonable questions to answer as ghosts that can pass through solid objects and can't be seen in 8 hours, for sure.
You go to the local library.
Yeah. So you do find that there are multiple religions here. In one temple, they actually seem to be worshiping an aspect of Nakashi.
No way.
What does Nakashi look?
For them, she looks like a cat girl.
No way.
You're gonna have to update your portrait.
Oh man,
A blue and white striped tiger cat girl.
I cannot wait to find this picture. Oh, okay.
There are other smaller religions. One thing that you learn traveling through here is that you know from the map you saw that Canis gave you that there's less than 1 million people on this planet.
Yeah.
Additionally, they all seem to be organized in small settlements, all underground. A lot of them, the ones that you have time to explore, are in the upper layers of the ice, but there are clearly passages down deeper into the planet. And it is clear that the warmth that is allowing them to live here is coming from below, probably volcanic.
Do we?
Thermals.
Is there enough time that we can figure out who is the supreme leader?
Yes, that was the next question.
What would be the reason for that?
Well, we can talk to him directly.
So another thing that you find similar to there being multiple religions here, there are also multiple governmental factions. But you do find in one town, and I say town meaning underground sort of enclave, but in one town, there seems to be a meeting happening. Leaders from various different places.
The council.
A council.
Let's go there.
Yep. We're gonna definitely go there.
All right, so
But
rules of engagement here is we don't change anything if we can.
well, what's wrong with just telling the truth?
That's fair. We are travelers looking for an artifact that was that's obviously lost, and in the planet we need aid. If they can lend us one of their, I guess, guides to guide us safely through the land. And with your goggles, we can hopefully find out very quickly.
If we had longer time, I could try to make some shade, go to the shadier parts of town and make some connections.
Can we add incentive to this? Maybe this thing that we're looking for is dangerous to them, and we need to get it off planet.
Ooh, I like that. Another thing that I could do is, I'm just making this up as I go, since again these new godlike abilities, calling them writs. I might create a aura of peace or sylvan peace. To ensure that there's no, I guess, ill will or lies that are against us. Thoughts? It'll just feel like there are.
Yeah, give them a flavor of that we're not dangerous to them.
Well,
Yes, maybe that
then
would not
friendship
be-
gifts. Do we have any gifts we could give them?
Well, I do have this skull.
Did you answer the question about their technology level as far as?
Yes, sorry, I forgot. Through the time that you spend going around, you observe that they are at a technology level, and this is kind of information that you had, at least part of it is, they're tech level 4, which means they're at a tech level that's capable of building spike drives. They can travel through space just like your ship can.
Okay.
But culturally, they seem uninterested in space travel.
Okay.
Oh, so they're more interested in themselves.
Yeah, they're kind of isolationist here.
So they may not take to outsiders too well. I think maybe we go back to your idea of disguises.
Oh no! What about the sylvan piece?
Both?
Well, I
Both
will
actually. Yes.
I will also add in the 8 hours of just observing people who don't even know you're here. Like, space travel just doesn't come up. Like, you can see that they could do it. Like, their tech is at that level, but it's not focused upwards. It's focused on genetics and building out their homes.
Can I do a check-in with Himiko? Not Himiko. Kimiko.
Your cat skull?
Yeah, the cat skull.
Sure.
Because she wanted to return here, right?
Yes.
And so I
Bring her back for a burial. That was one of our
She
objectives.
was the magic item. Yeah.
yeah, this was the magic item to get us here.
Yeah.
And
What do we want to return?
It's a little bit odd because you're in a dream state, and so you're only dreaming that her skull is with you. But it is physically with you where you are on the Wayfarer.
Yeah,
right?
according to the spell, anything you're carrying comes with you once you're there.
Once you're there, it will physically
Yes,
be with you again.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, you can talk to her.
yeah, I'm gonna just check in on her because
Okay.
she seemed excited. She seemed really sad, but when I mentioned Jakish, she seemed hopeful.
Yeah.
And now we're here in the dream, and I say, "Is this the planet you were talking about?"
This is my home.
So, you happy about this?
I cannot touch it. Why can't I touch it?
You'll be able to. Well, I'm actually not sure, but once this 8 hours is over, this skull will be able to touch the ground, I guess. But I'm not sure about your.
I believe that when that happens, I will finally pass on. My people, we love our home. We love our world. It was hard for Riccio and I to leave.
Are you sure you don't want me to help you? Because you seem like seems like you've been through a lot.
I'm dead.
I know, and I don't know how you got here, honestly, because we haven't really talked about it. But maybe there might be a way for me to bring you back and you can finish unfinished business. Because you wanted to get back to this planet, right?
The only business I had was to save all of everything, and I failed. But someone else did it. All I need now is to rest. If you can lay me to rest in the soil of my home, I believe I will pass on.
All right, if that's what you want.
The time for me is past.
Okay. Well, okay, once we're done talking to the council, we'll try to find your place. I'm sure you know where it is, right?
We're not privy to this conversation, right?
It's kind of you might hear his side of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if my home as it was exists anymore, but as long as I am on this planet, I think it will be okay.
All right. Okay. Well, I go back to you guys and I say, all right, just so we know officially, when we appear to them, what do we say?
Hello. I am Annenbeck III. We wish, and these are my companions. Sure, I don't know why I'm the one speaking.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll speak to them. We are a company, the One Eyes. We wish to traverse your land safely. We are requesting a guide through these lands. There is an item that we are searching for that we think is of danger. No, that we know is of danger to your planets, and we want to ensure that it is taken from here.
Would they believe us and would they let us through?
This is a coin which Annan just earned by referring to the group as the One Eyes and not putting himself first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Description.
Character growth.
Well, the way that
I know it's hard. You almost did, but you walked it back.
the way that I can maybe do this is by expanding on snaring speech so that my words don't seem as though it's.
Can you do that with multiple people then?
Well, that's a writ that I'm thinking is a expansion of my magical arts.
But
So it will seem more like flowery language, and I'm assuming, because I want a little texture in there, with the space around us will seem as though people are a little drugged up in their happy places, one might say. So they'll be able to trust the words that are coming from specifically, I suppose.
do you think that's necessary? Because if we just appear to them as, because we're going to change our appearance too, right?
They might shoot first, ask questions later, though.
Yes. Here's my thing. If we seem like they're people, and then we talk about leaving their planet or knowing that it's a danger to their planet, and we're taking it somewhere else, they might draw the conclusion that we are from a different planet.
How about this? I liked your idea of shifting our skins. What if we say that we're from a different settlement that got totally demolished, and we are looking to settle around this area, and we're requesting a guide to explore for an area where we can settle.
Ooh. I like that.
But I don't know if that subterfuge would be necessary. We could just go the honest route like you suggested.
Well, no, I actually like that.
Territory doesn't seem abundant here. They might get defensive.
Well, we could just say that we wish to, live in the area as long as we, obviously.
Or that we're explorers looking to expand.
Expansion might be a little.
No, expand and find new areas for the settlement to expand into.
I did see that they seem to be really into Nakashi, at least a good amount of them. I could use that also and just tell them how I spoke to Nakashi, and they might see me as more like a prophet.
We should stay as close to the truth as possible, and I like the idea. We should blend in. I think the only thing we should truly lie about is where we're from.
For sure. Explorers from a different tribe.
Yeah, other than that, I think the idea of blending in and then maybe saying we're sent from Nakashi to find some dangerous artifact.
Yeah.
I mean, half our group already looks blended in. You, Asarius, and my dad, and you and Eddie.
Yeah.
Sal and Eddie are cured.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You can still transform, right?
Sal can.
Yeah,
Sal cannot.
I can transform, but I also
Eddie's a superhero. Sal's not.
I can transform.
All dads are.
But is your skill to change us? Is it if someone touches us, does the spell go away, or?
Oh, I mean, I can make it a permanent thing. Well, permanent for. Sorry, let me rephrase. Permanent for the situation that we're in.
You mean tangible?
Yes.
Because if they try to, investigate us, we won't just turn back into our regular selves.
We won't. I will make it so that we are tangible, so that we smell, so that we fit into the natural habitat that is around us.
So what animal are you going to be?
Ooh, that's a great question. Ilnia.
What ability are you talking about using?
I am going to create a rip.
Bearer of the name.
Bearer of the name.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Nature's blessing.
oh, I like that. Oh, how about
Assimilate the natives.
Yes, actually I like that. Nature's assimilation.
Okay. So, what was I going to say? In order to do this, you have to tie into the natural biosphere of the world that you're on, which means you have to take forms of animals that are native to this world. Mm-hmm. And what you discover while doing this, Lorian, is that the animals native to this world are exactly the same as the animals native to Archonia. There are some on Archonia that aren't here, but there are none here that are not on Archonia. Mm-hmm. Everything here is Archonian.
This is weird.
Was this a colony world like Nebulon was?
Didn't Sean say something regarding
but there's
travelers going to this place eventually?
They lost contact, right?
They lost contact with it.
But
I didn't realize that.
Similarities too.
But there is a mix, right? Because there's animals, but there's also humanoid animals, right?
There are humanoids, and I think if you're nearing the end of your 8 hours of exploring, Asarius had probably seen enough to understand that these animals are genetically modified humans. While the anthropomorphs are genetically modified humans, but the regular animals are just regular animals.
Oh, so did the anthropomorphs start off as regular animals, but then they mutated themselves?
No, the opposite. They start off as regular humans and then mutated themselves.
What?
Did they do that to survive this ice world?
This environment, most likely, yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, most of the ones that you've seen up here in the icy areas do have thick fur and everything. So, and you have seen the occasional reptiloid and stuff, but they are just wearing way more fur, and they clearly are visitors from below.
Is this a mutation that happens quickly, or was it like an evolution thing?
You don't know, but I think you heard
Scientists talking.
You heard this otter boy muttering under his breath about modified genetics and stuff. So it seems like, actually, I'll have Asarius roll this because he's the one who could figure it out. If you roll No plus intelligence, or notice plus intelligence. That's what we'll do.
8 plus 5, 13.
13.
Nice.
Good. So yeah, with a 13, I think if you follow this otter boy around enough, I call him a boy, but he's got a doctorate.
I was gonna say he sounds really smart for that.
He's young though. He's Doogie Howser of otter people.
Yeah, there you go.
Just been asking his name was Doogie.
Dude, you would be a good otter name, huh?
No, I named him. Hold on. His name is where'd I put him? He's way down here.
How's it?
Dr. Kawauso.
Oh. Look, your name.
So what you figure out looking at his work is that the vast majority of births on this planet are genetically engineered in utero in order to be capable of surviving on this world. And it is an ongoing thing. Even though it's already been done to the parents, they will improve it in the next generation.
Wow.
Do you say that to us?
Yeah, so it sounds like they've been doing this for a long time and improving every generation. Evolution, basically. Forced evolution. Do they seem to have magic here?
Yeah, probably. If you were to turn on your magical sight,
Yeah.
there's the occasional spark. Yeah.
So, what animal you picking?
I think.
Because I know what I'm picking.
I've always wanted to be like this big.
Please say
bear.
gerbil. Oh, okay.
No. A big bear.
Big bear.
I want to look like One Eye.
Oh, good choice.
It's bear.
You seriously looking at me? I'm
I mean, you,
Renly's not here.
Renly's not in the dream.
Yeah.
oh,
Grace and Sal.
I mean, you could.
Sal wants to look like One Eye too.
I mean, if you want, you could change into like a humanoid version of that.
A pug.
Oh, well, just to that point, something I maybe didn't mention. There are anthropomorphs here who are the anthro part is just barely like they like you see a guy that's just fully dog shaped, but he's sentient and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm fine the way I am.
Okay.
All right. Ilnir, is there anything you would like to be?
I would like whatever you tell me I would like.
I want you to have your own opinions one day.
What about Grace?
You can stick it, boss.
No. It's
Oh yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Grace, I asked.
Would look great as a rat.
I think. Well, first Eddie says to Grace, I think you know what I'm going to choose, but what do you want?
He's really into cats these days.
I want to be a werewolf.
Really?
You know,
That
that's
sounds about right.
powerfully said. Powerfully said.
Thank you.
Well,
Oh, so what was the plan? Are we going to go in as Nakashi?
well, I'm going to go as close to Nakashi as possible from that painting I saw.
You're going to disguise yourself as her?
Oh no, not as her, but as me. But I'm going to wear her colors.
Okay. Blue and white.
Yeah. But I'm also going to be the same cat,
The same species.
the same
Okay.
species. Yeah. But I'm going to be a male version.
But you have like bio, so you can shift into that anyway, right? Or
No, because
I forget how it works now.
my morphing ability is that I need a sample to make it happen.
okay, yeah.
So we're going with the story that there's something dangerous
mine is
on their
more,
planet?
more permanent.
Yes, I think it should at least be something dangerous or
But-
that we're off from a.
Don't say planet.
But,
No,
but
like a different tribe, and we are looking for available space that is away from their natural area, so we don't conflict.
But please let me add personally that I've met with Nakashi, and this is almost like a journey that we're trying to complete on her behalf.
That's good. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like that.
Would they believe that?
Sal,
Well, you're ensnaring
Sal
Peach.
says, do I have to do the animal thing? Can I just be a guy?
Do they
Yeah.
have humans on this?
You haven't seen any.
No.
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 Sorry, Dad.
I think you would look really good as there's these dogs that run around low light every now and
One
then.
eye.
The-
We all look like one eye.
No,
We're
no, no.
family.
They're like
I
pugs.
will not be a dog.
They're like pugs.
I will not be any sort of canine. Why?
Because he was forcibly
Make me a lizard.
a lizard man. Okay.
Make me like that guy.
He
But
points-
I don't know, red or something.
So,
Red lizard.
Okay, you want to be that guy?
I would love to be like that guy.
Sure, not like.
He's my favorite guy.
Please, he's been through enough. Just do what he says.
20 years.
All right, an ugly lizard it is. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Should we do it now?
Yes.
Do we
don't-
have it? Wait, I want to bring some gifts just in case. Like a bottle of our best rum or something.
Oh, no.
It's too late. You're
too
already
late, yeah.
hours
Nope,
into the
nope.
dream.
Oh,
No, I could do sense need.
You could do sense need, yeah.
Yeah.
sense need and get some friendship gifts.
Eddie already brought that. Fucking Eddie Bone.
I at least bring something that they would like.
You had a good feeling about the wine.
Yeah, the wine.
Yeah.
I'll bring the wine.
I mean, you had
boys.
the very old wine that you created in the.
Wasn't that
that's what you brought.
Wasn't that Archonia wine?
Yeah.
And
Right,
if
okay.
it feels like it's going rough, I will then create the sylvan peace around us with a touch of the snaring speech to amplify the feeling of peace.
And let's avoid that as much as we can. But yeah,
Absolutely. Just in case things
Fall
go,
back.
rough. All right. So this might hurt a little bit, so be prepared. I extend my fingers out as you see white tendrils shooting up from underneath where you are and beginning to encase you in this sort of cocoon where you begin to metamorphosize into your preferred animal. And just like the flakes of the cocoons that caterpillars are in before they, not caterpillars, before they become butterflies, you see the white tendrils kind of losing, almost like they're flaking off like dead skin before you start to hatch out into your preferred. And I break out.
Sal breaks out running. Gross! Ah!
And there's like an extra layer of like dead skin that leaves.
He's
it. Yeah.
molting. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I asked Grace to hold up a mirror. And I say,
Nice.
nice.
I don't like it.
bunch of animals.
Ilya, how do I look? And I stand up in fully bear form.
You look like my boss.
All right. Like some compliments would be nice.
I love you. You're beautiful.
Wait,
I take off my
See,
patch
it's
and then
You're also
there's.
smart and powerful.
I have no eye.
You have no eye on one side.
I look like one eye.
You look like one eye.
That's creepy.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
gone.
Alrighty.
Do we just put
By
out?
the way, are we comfortable with the name, the group name, the One Eyes? I just said that.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
We gotta have something.
with all fucked up
I mean,
ivory.
We
I mean-
can't be the Boneses.
No,
The one eyes.
Sally is the captain, so
that is true. The One Eyes.
yeah, no one is.
Let's do it.
The one eyes. Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna roll a d4.
We don't need territory.
Don't need territory.
So we now cut back to where we ended last episode. You guys all appear. You say hi. I'm rolling a d4.
I already am so nervous.
This d4 was to find out which one of you is going to roll their reaction roll for them.
Okay.
And it's Matt. Roll 2d6. You're getting a +1 from the animal shapes and a +1 from Eddie's
Tongues.
myriad tongues.
So whatever this is +2.
Yes.
8 on the dice again, but different combination.
Okay. So
10
that
total.
that on the table as predictably 8 on the dice, so 10 total.
10 total.
Okay. So that makes them slightly more friendly and benign than you'd expect them to be given the circumstances. The circumstances are 6 strangers have appeared in the middle of their council
5 in a
chamber.
pocket.
2 boxes.
Yeah.
Animals have the same rights as people on
That's
this
true.
planet. 6 strangers have appeared.
Should we put our figures?
Yeah.
I go. We come in peace.
Oh, the camera got knocked around. Someone pointed
sorry,
at the
that
middle
was
of the room.
probably my bad.
I think this is our room, right? We're here.
Oh.
Up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are on the rug where that elephant man is already addressing the council.
Poor elephant man. Just
Just
energy.
pretend we have a Grace figure.
And we're all animals.
Oh, get you one.
well done.
Well, actually, no. We'll just pretend that the wolf is Grace. And,
There you go.
And
Yeah, that's great.
That'll work for now. Yeah.
And,
I'm like, we come in peace. We mean you no harm.
Yes.
We come in the name of Nakashi.
The
Of the great goddess Nakashi.
wait, where did she go?
Long may she reign.
There was a
Long
figure.
may she
There was a
reign.
figure down here that I don't see now.
figure. No, it's not.
Or blessed all who hail her name.
Oh, she's over there.
Oh.
I don't remember putting her there. That's a cat girl.
Okay.
Can we fix the wall? Just move that one in. It's supposed to be touching
Sure.
at the end. So yeah,
Wait, where'd you put her?
she is.
Oh no, right here. Right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, she's just with these guys behind the desk.
Boom.
They all, when you guys appear, they all just stand to their feet, and you say hi, and you say we're from Nakashi or whatever,
Zeke.
and like, this cat girl holds up her hand for everyone to be quiet. The elephant guy right in front of you turns around and looks. Everyone's like stepping back. They don't know what's going on.
Whoa.
How long do you think you guys were in this room before the 8 hours ended?
Did we have that whole conversation in here? No, we didn't. Because
You were walking
scouting.
around for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I would say like,
Maybe a good 30 minutes? Or an hour?
whoa, an hour seems long.
Because we wouldn't have accurate time too. We'd have a little bit of a
20
at least a
minutes?
10-minute window.
Did we have
Yeah.
any sense of what they were talking about before we entered in?
If,
That's a
I
great
think
question.
a 10-minute window is enough that you have some sense. They were discussing a threat to their communities. This group of people are the local town leaders of various different towns here on Jakishra Nard. And there is a faction that they feel is threatening them, trying to undermine their society. They're here talking about what to do about it when you guys suddenly appear in the middle of their room.
Before we
interesting.
suddenly appear, I say maybe we can use that as a way to push for someone guiding us towards the goal. Unless we want to get into the political.
No, we don't want to involve ourselves in their
Well, we'll see what they
arguments.
say.
So we say, we come in the name of Nakashi. We mean you no harm. We come on a
speak
matter
that language?
of some. No, you're right.
No,
You're right. I can't speak.
I'll speak for her.
She's the only party member that doesn't.
Shoot, I can't speak
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm the silent dog,
there you go.
standing guard. You guys speak.
We are.
Yeah.
Sorry to do that.
Our group is called the One Eyes. We come on behalf of Nakashi here. Our great seer had a vision from Nakashi regarding some of the local threats.
And yes, and we're here on behalf of her to find an artifact.
What threats? How did you get in here? Is this magic or teleportation?
This is teleportation. It was.
Why did you not knock on the door?
It's a great question. Well, there's a certain urgency that is driving us to speak with you. We, through our connections in this city, town, we have understood that you are meeting together, and we greatly wanted to speak with you. And without all the red tape, we really just wanted to draw attention to this pressing matter, which I'm sure you know about, and want to let you know that, hey, because of Nakashi, I think we know how to solve your problem.
What about Nakashi? And what about Shirakuma?
Right. Well, regarding Shirokuma,
Do I know who Shirakuma is?
I don't think you guys have been here long enough to get a clear idea of it, but he does seem to
Okay.
be the person that they're meeting about.
Eddie's just gonna straighten up, and he's just gonna say, to be honest, I'm not quite sure about Shirokuma. I have met with Nakashi personally, and if it wasn't, I see her make that face, and I say, I know it might be hard to believe, but we've been on a great journey for many, many months to try to get an artifact that will help us save not only our world, but all worlds in this universe.
Well, most important, our world, because
Yeah.
we want to ensure that there is safety within our planet.
I need you both to roll convince. Actually, no, just you. Convince plus charisma.
Oh, I have specialty in this, so 4d6.
Wow.
Oh.
The two lowest. 8, 5, 8. Convince. Plus charisma is 8, 11. If we want to push this, maybe spend a coin to 12.
Yeah, you got us a coin earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good with that.
Sorry.
You have pushed it to 12. Let me see. You have convinced 12 of the 14 people in this room
Whoa, good job, sir.
that you're definitely from this planet. Nobody says anything about that right now.
Okay. And I say, our time here is limited, but we would like to request a guide to help us find this artifact.
By the way, this is your otter boy that you followed
Okay.
earlier. That's his tablet in his hand there.
And I know it might be wrong of us to ask for help when we have not met before, but I assure you it's of great importance.
What is it that you seek?
It's this, I described the artifact. It's like this orb, and it's, I believe, white, right?
Yeah,
It's,
pretty
white-
much.
I
We,
think-
we think it might be the influence for why this major tribe is acting the way they are. We want to ensure that it is taken from this area and destroyed properly. Once again, we've been given this quest from Nakashi to take it to this mountain, where we will throw it into the volcano.
The elephant guy
No, my precious.
turns to look, he's been facing you. He turns to look back at her and says, Tanaka, if I may. And she waves him on, and he turns back and he leans over you and says, you are a liar.
Understood, bear.
You
Sorry. Yes.
have not told us where you are from. You have not explained why you appeared out of nowhere. You have invaded these council chambers in a manner most rude.
It is.
And now you tell untruths. Why are you really here?
I look at you and I say, well, wait, telepathically?
You do the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I say to you telepathically, maybe we should just tell them exactly why we're here.
You know, if they know we are from another planet, they will kill us.
Look, we didn't. Are we in
Yeah,
this
we're all
telepathic?
kind of-
I'm like, look. I can't speak the language, but do not lie. Well,
Yeah.
don't tell the truth. We don't want to say we're from another world, but we didn't lie that we need to find this artifact.
Oh, you know what? If you have the silver threads on, I think maybe Sally can understand the language through you guys.
Yeah. But she can't speak it.
Can't speak it.
And tell them us coming here is actually helping them because it showed a loop in their security breach. So actually, we are helping them against any future terrorist attacks.
to be honest, so honestly, this guy right here, is a great scientist, one that is able to transcend even your security here. We wanted to show you, one, that this threat from this tribe is very, very dangerous. Two, we wanted to show you that our quest is real. This is a prophet of Nakashi. If you may show a demonstration of your gifts.
I bring out the wine. And I say, this is a very old recipe. We bring this as a gift.
You see the lion?
Yeah.
He walks over to the wine.
This one?
Yep. Wherever it is that you put it, he's gonna take a look at it and then sniff it. It cannot be.
If he uncorks it, my skin starts to glow a little bit with musical notes radiating from it as I am going to do Sylvan Peace to create a peaceful aura around this, attaching snaring speech so it amplifies into this room.
Okay. What is the specific effect you would like this to have on these people?
So snaring speech is when I fail to persuade or tempt someone, make a mental save or agree with my proposal. So our proposal is one of help.
Okay.
Our proposal is one of trust and for guidance to find this artifact.
Okay. I will say at this point in the conversation, you have not yet failed to convince them to help you.
Yeah.
That convincing is still happening. There are two of them, which you only know above the table. You don't know in character. There are two of them that believe you're lying about something, including, obviously, one of them is this elephant guy, but someone else as well. So if you want to use it for that, you can do that.
Actually, I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I will roll for them.
But I'm going to wait to see what the line says, but I do have something else in mind.
Okay. First of all, the elephant guy looks placated. You don't know who the other person might have been.
Okay.
The lion turns to the cat girl Tanaka and says, "This wine is of an old vintage from the before time. I recognize it."
A gift from Nakashi.
My ears perk to that because I'm like, how does he know what that smells like?
And by the way, this was very rude to me, but I do say my name. My name is Eddie, and
Strange names.
Yes.
From where we're from, they're not strange, but
on the fringes of society, to be honest, we don't interact with a lot of people, and
Tell them that we were trapped underground for decades after an avalanche.
trapped after an avalanche. It was quite devastating. I don't know if you remember. This must have been decades ago. I don't even know how long ago it was, but the great avalanche that occurred on the mountain south near the river.
Dr. Kawauso, the otter guy, holds up his tablet and looks at you through it.
Oh shit, this guy.
You realize that this is the same thing Ashan did with his tablet when you met him.
I'm gonna hack it.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
He would know. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I see that go up, I'm gonna do a remote hack, that does a negative.
Okay.
Modifier,
Where's my hacking paper? I put it to the side somewhere. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking cyberpunk too.
No, I think it's the same.
No, we're using the Cities Without Number rules for hacking.
Yeah, so I don't know if I can even remote hack without Cities Without Numbers.
Oh, that like a jack? Or
I know.
something?
Yeah, I know. Cyberpunk. You can do a remote hack, but there's a negative attribute to it.
Remind me what your nouns and verbs are.
Subjects. The avatar barrier door machine program. I can activate, analyze, deactivate, glitch, hijack, kill, append, replace, lock, or siege it.
I think siege.
Or lock it,
Yeah, or
so he
lock
can't
it.
open it.
Yeah.
I would append it. I would change it.
Okay, so you do have to take the jack in action as a move action, but that doesn't have to be physically jacking in. Wireless connections are possible within 30 meters unobstructed line of sight.
Nice.
Great.
Hey, nice.
Good, because I
negatives?
had a plan to it.
my-
If I had to get to the actual device, I have a plan for that too. But
Okay. But you were right about the -2 to all cyberspace skill checks while connected.
well, that makes my program 0 then.
Okay.
So I have a
We have coins.
plus 3 on this.
So,
Okay.
7, 10.
Okay.
okay. So what, that, you don't have to roll to jack in, but now you want to run your program, combine a verb and a subject.
I would do machine and append.
Append? What are you appending?
I'm making it see us as we are disguising ourselves as.
Copy. It works.
Nice.
Whoa, good job.
I don't even know that you're doing this, but I see the thing, and
Yeah.
I just my back leg starts to scratch my side very nervously.
In our shared landscape or mindscape, we just feel you get very focused all of a sudden.
I get focused and I just do a little head tilt.
Yeah, and I think whoever's looking at Dr. Caluso sees him go like, and then not say anything.
Okay. And then
You didn't see me for anything different though, right?
I'm sorry?
He wouldn't see me as anything different though.
You don't know what he was saying.
and then Eddie says, do I get the sense that everyone is like kind of buying what I'm saying?
For now, yes.
Because
The lion has just confirmed that you have this amazing wine with
yeah.
you.
And
Yeah.
but Eddie says, I do have some other way to show you, but it's kind of something I don't want to use without great importance.
Classic Nakashi prophets
and-
always not wanting to
and I
show
would
off.
and I would also, I feel like it's something that a priest would need to be here for, like a priest of Nakashi.
Tanaka will address the lion and say, Rayon, why
Rayon?
do you recognize this wine? Is it something you have in the archives? He says, we have recipes. We have emulated it in the past. But this is definitely original or close to it.
You can't emulate the age.
You can't. Perhaps with greater science we could.
So that was to myself. I can't really talk.
That's true. By the way, I misspoke a moment ago. You absolutely do know what he's seeing on the tablet. It's just no one else knows.
Yeah.
You're the only one who knows because you told it what to show him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Who was the person that made like a weird face when I said I met Nakashi?
All of them, kind of.
Yeah.
I think, go ahead and roll me a notice plus charisma on this.
Okay.
Did you just guys cover smell? Like our odor?
So we are,
These things?
yeah,
Okay,
we are.
okay.
Okay, 6 on the die. 7, 8. Don't. Yeah, 7, 8.
Awesome. Do we want to up it?
Eight's enough. You know from that reaction that some of the people in this room are reacting positively to the name Nakashi and others are not.
Okay.
Do I know exactly?
Your cat girl who's leading things is reacting positively. Elephant man reacting negatively. The lion seemed to like the name Nakashi. some of the others, like the insect guy and the crab guys, like you can't really read. But you can't obviously be looking at like 14 people's faces all at once, but you get the gist that like Nakashi is worshipped around here, but not universally. So you're taking a chance using that as your.
Then I speak directly to the cat girl, and I say to her, "Surely you must understand what I'm trying to do."
I don't. You haven't explained anything, just that you're looking for some sort of ball and you have very old wine.
We are under the impression that this ball thing that you were mentioning is the sole reason as to why there is aggression with this tribe. So we want to take this ball out of the equation to lessen their advantages so that we, as a community, might be able to take them down easily.
As you are speaking, there begins to be a rumble under your feet. The ground starts to shake. And someone comes running in. A little monkey comes running in. Eddie, I'd like you to give me a notice plus wisdom on this monkey as he comes in.
8 on the die. 9, 10. 10.
Okay. I think you have a flash of insight here about this guy. This is not a human that's been modified. This is a full-on monkey. And I think you have a sense that he's been modified in a different way. All these other people were genetically engineered prior to their birth. And they feel kind of normal to you. Except for there's this guy and this guy, the crab and the insect guy. They have these cybernetic implants that have been kind of pinging on your newfound connection with nature as like something that's wrong, something's unnatural about them. These implants are allowing them to speak to the others because they don't have normal mouths.
Gotcha.
When you look at this monkey, something pings off him too, and you realize this is a regular ass monkey with an implant that makes him smarter and able to speak. It's like a brain implant. And it's like, it pings your connection to nature because it's unnatural for him to have this.
Gotcha.
In a way that just being genetically engineered is less unnatural because you were born that way, right? Mm-hmm. But this monkey comes in amidst all this rumbling and shaking, and he yells, "They're coming! Shirakawa's coming!" And all of a sudden, rifles appear from under the desks. Everyone loads up. And Tanaka says, "Well, I guess we're going to find out whose side you're on in a minute."
While that's also happening, can I continue hacking this thing and try to get some files about this other team that's coming up, the other people that are coming?
Good.
Dr. Shiragawa?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm going to do an analyze and try to get some files.
You can do 2 net actions in the time it takes to do like 1 regular action, right?
I think so. It's so hard for me to keep Cyberpunk and the rules for both of those. 6 on the dice. I'm still wireless. I don't get my program, so it's 9 total. 8's a success generally, or should I buy a point and get us to 10?
Get to 10.
Yeah.
1 coin.
Yeah, 1 coin. Yeah.
Cool.
That'll get us information about the enemy that's approaching, whatever they have, so we can
Prepare.
be caught up and also act
Be
like
able to
we're
do that,
we already know about them.
Professor Shirokuma is a eco-terrorist. He leads a small cult of anthropomorphs and a horde of animals. They want to destroy the current societal order and rid this planet of all technological interference in order to return this place to its natural state. He basically, in the sense that these anthropomorphs are people, he wants to rid this world of human interference.
he wants to go back to nature.
Do you pass that information to our minds?
As quickly as I can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's instantaneous. It's images and mental information.
Okay, then yeah.
So you turn around, and just as you are reading this information, you see a picture of this giant polar bear man who is Professor Shirakuma comes through your connection, and you turn around to the door and see him walk in and stand there. And this rumbling that's been happening in the ground, the doors behind the council all lift up.
Oh shit.
Actually, I'll just say the center one lifts up. And you see some people start coming in from back there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Sharkmen. We'll put them down when we come back from break, but people start busting out of the floor, coming through the walls. They have burrowers that are hitting this room right now.
Oh.
Can I take an immediate
Wow.
action to shoot at the professor?
No, we're not going to enter combat until we come back, but you can do it. I do want to do one more thing before we go.
Uh-huh.
Eddie Bones, you just realized from this monkey that you have this new ability to sense when someone has been changed from their natural state. Looking around the
By their
room, it's like a sixth sense. You can just sort of tell. But looking around the room, you see several other people that you think have been. Some of them, like I said, the two with the cybernetic implants, a couple other people maybe had something done to them after birth genetically. You're not sure what's going on with them. And none of the new guys who are coming in, none of them are modified.
Gotcha. The pure.
Yeah, they're pure. But there's one other person in the room that has been modified from his natural state.
Oh, the fox?
Asarius.
Oh.
And I think you sense this in the way that you sensed something about the monkey and these other creatures, and you're not sure what it means, I think. You can maybe take a guess, but the ability doesn't really tell you what has been changed.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
We're going to break.
All right.
We'll be back for some combat.
We haven't had combat in like 6 weeks.
I can't
Well, we did a
wait.
ship combat, but you one-shotted it.
Well, I can't wait to use the heroic stuff.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Finn.
Yeah.
Things getting interesting.
Yep.
We're
Wow, I love that.
we're about to have a huge furry battle.
Woohoo!
Huge furry battle. We call them furries, but some of them are like scalies, or
Scalies.
chitinese.
Basically, watch Zootopia. That's what's happening right now.
Oh, do the lizards drop their tail to run away?
I look at Sal.
The lizards do. Yes, they do, yeah. But you guys are all in disguise as animals yourselves, except for the one of you that actually is an animal.
I summon Rinley.
Renly appears as a regular-ass halfling
Yep. Boink.
in the middle of all of this.
Oh my god.
He can, wait, I can change his appearance, can't I? Can I not?
Not by virtue of him being your
Oh,
familiar.
that's
no.
right. Okay. Cool.
Once you choose his shape, that's his shape.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, otherwise, if you guys can handle this fight without me.
No,
No.
You can explain it away easily. You read ancient articles, and that's what you wanted to
Guys,
do.
initiative.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
get we get
1d8.
no, we get as heroes. We can't be surprised. I think we always win initiative.
We always want to
Wait. Where does it say that?
It's part of heroic.
Heroic reflexes.
always go first in initiative.
Right, but
it's like
you're
acid
all
reflex.
heroic characters, so I need you to roll against each other.
So what do we roll for that?
D8 plus dex.
I got a 1. Which is not
A
good.
7.
Which is not good as a support character.
5.
A 7.
5.
What? It's plus your dex?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dice is 0.
I got 5.
I'm putting Eddie below Asarius just because Asarius said it first. And what was yours?
What?
Total?
Should I roll for grace?
You just go home now?
Yes, please roll for grace.
She got 1.
We're clearly past the state of talking, right?
Oh, Sal.
No.
They're coming in here to attack.
No.
Okay.
No,
We're being attacked.
I'm
so
full
there's
on
no-
gonna attack this polar bear.
Okay.
Like, no, this could be a way to prove
I'm just making sure that we're all on the same page that
Yeah.
we are fighting this fight because there's no talking out of
Yeah,
it.
no.
This is a battle.
I'm battling.
I want.
I'm gonna attempt to stop this.
Hopefully, I get to go first. I want to go first.
You are first.
Oh, I am first.
Well, at least out of us.
Oh,
Definitely first, because you guys are.
Oh yeah, you're first out of us. And first out of
the first
we're
period.
first out of everybody.
first amongst equals.
Yes.
You gonna roll for Sal, your dad?
Oh, I thought Steve was probably going to play him, but let me roll for Sal.
He gets +2.
A 7. He rolled a 7.
Wait, that was a D10.
Oh, this is a D10. This is a D8.
Yeah.
He rolled an 8.
Good God.
Oh my gosh. You're no longer first. Oh wait, no, he's not a hero.
Oh no, he's not a hero.
Yeah.
He would go after me and Grace. I'm sorry. He would go after me.
I'm sorry. What did Sal get?
He rolled an 8.
An 8 total. Okay.
No, he would have rolled a 10 then.
He rolled a 10 with his +2, so
Yeah.
he goes first of the normies.
Yeah, the normies. Yeah.
And
Yeah. We go first of the Legolas.
yeah, Legates.
Legates.
Legolas is the elf from Lord of the Rings.
We already have one of those.
I would say I'm less Legolas and
More Galadriel
yeah, I guess.
or Elrond. No, you don't heal. So yeah, I guess you'd be more Galadriel.
Yeah.
The one downside about the steam or the smoke is it's getting the paper all wet. You're,
Well, we can put it down a little bit.
Yeah, I already turned it down. It's just still clearing out.
okay.
Frost.
Wait, which way is down? Did I put down or up?
Hold on, I'll deal with it in a second. Okay, so I rolled everyone in kind of groups except for the named NPCs. Like Tanaka's side, and then I have the minions, which are the anthros that are on Shirakuma's side, and then animal minions, which are the non-sentient animals that are on Shirakuma's side. So there we go.
Awesome.
Excuse me.
And Sally's first.
Sally's first.
Yes. So
Sally, here's a laser. Please show where you're at, because I can, unless I stand up, I can only see the screen.
oh, wrong way. I'm blinking. Oh, I'm right here. I'm right here. Okay, here's my other me, and then this is the polar bear dude, right?
No, this is.
Oh, this is the polar bear dude.
He's coming in
Okay,
there.
so I immediately turn around.
Turn around.
That's right.
Yes, and all the creatures closest to the walls, for the most part, that weren't already there, they're with him.
And I pull out this new weapon that I've been dying to test out.
For like 6
Thunder
weeks.
gun.
This thunder blaster hurling thing. And I'm going to use I'm not even going to roll, I'm going to use my veteran's luck to make it a hit.
Okay.
I am going to, so I'm going to pick a point range with my thunder gun, and with I'm going to commit effort, use Corona ending, which is my legate thing.
That only has a 10-foot radius. There's not any other enemies within 10 feet of him, I think.
Oh, am I not 10 feet?
No. 10 feet of where you're hitting. Uh-huh. The purpose of that is to hit other enemies, right?
Oh, so none of those enemies are within 10 feet.
Well, 2 squares is 10 feet. So you,
Well,
you
there's
can tell me.
the bear and the dogs were until Alan just moved them.
Well, are these dogs right next to him?
Hold on. Let me stand up and look again.
If not, that's fine.
These
They-
guys.
You know what? They count.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
So I'll put them a little closer.
Actually, you know what? I think you can only hit one or the other of them if
Okay.
they're because he's real big.
So you could get the other dog if you want.
Okay. Well, I guess. Do I save it? No, I guess I'm gonna use it.
No, yeah, man, use it.
out.
Yeah,
So,
use it.
so the thing is, I pick a range within my weapon. All enemies within 10 feet of that point suffer damage as if from a successful weapon or unarmed hit. Fools with 1 hit die are automatically killed or subdued. So I don't know how many hit die he has. And with my heroic warrior's fray, once per round as an on-turn action, I'm going to inflict 1d8 damage plus my level to any one target within reach of my readied weapon.
You're going to immediately kill the dog that you hit. However, the professor has an instant action spell, Invocation of the Invincible Citadel. He throws up a transparent bubble of impenetrable force around himself. Counter?
Yeah.
And if that doesn't help, entangle incantation.
You can't. It's an instant action. It's
Oh, it's not a magic. Oh, it is a spell or is not?
It's a spell, but
It's
it's
a
an instant action spell. It's a level 5 spell. Invocation of the Invincible Citadel.
Let me look up counter magic real quick.
Entangle incantation. When an enemy within 60 feet casts a spell, your song entangles their words. Force intelligent magic versus charisma. Perform against me. I gain +2. If it's a tie, I succeed and the spell fizzles out.
Is that also an instant action?
That's an instant action.
Okay, so what's the roll?
It's their intelligence magic check versus my charisma perform.
Well, that's assuming mine doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, try yours.
You know.
What do you have to do for...
May effort for the day as an instant action when a visible enemy mage casts a spell.
Okay.
We must make a intelligence or charisma magic. Intelligence magic or charisma magic skill checks. Whoever wins, I guess.
Okay. You got 14.
Ooh, I easily beat that. 10 on the dice. Close my...
I might hit 2d10.
I think it's 15. Let me check. Magic for 17.
And I got
17.
18.
Yours doesn't matter. He already did it.
Yeah.
So you're ready to go up. So what happens is this guy comes in the room. All these creatures bust out of the ground. Sally pulls around and whips out this thunder gun from her invisible pocket and fires it off. While she's still pulling the trigger, this guy goes like this and throws up a shield, and his arm's still in motion. Asarius, I guess, just blinks at him.
Yeah, I'm just
And it doesn't
head
work.
tilt.
Yeah.
And then you're just like,
Yeah, as musical energy starts to radiate off of me and then immediately subside.
Nice job, magic people.
what's the damage?
Oh, man.
Okay, so 2d10. That is a 9 plus my fray. Because, that's 5, 14 plus my regular damage, which is half my level, rounded up,
5.
plus 5. So that's 14, 19 points of damage.
He takes all of it.
Damn.
Bam!
What?
The dog is dead.
So dog gets
Sorry.
right.
I'm so sorry, dog.
So
No, it's a 2-headed monster dog.
Oh, sorry, Kerberos wannabe.
does his is he like wearing armor? Like did his armor get vaporized or?
What, this guy?
Yeah.
It definitely got cracked and broken.
Oh man, this guy's like a Saiyan bear.
Oh, he's insane. You don't even understand.
Okay.
He's still alive, but he's like, he spits blood immediately from this thunder gun. He's like, "Ugh." He has no idea what just happened to him.
What's funny is I've had counter magic forever, and that's like the second time we've ever got to use it.
I know, he gets casters so rarely, or when we do, Asarius isn't around.
Is there something else you can do, Sally?
I also have Legate's Wrath, which means worthy foes also take 1d6 damage per 2 levels rounded up. This writ can only be used once per scene on any single target. I'm going to take it right now.
So 5d6.
I think I like being a hero, you guys.
Jesus.
All of a sudden, Yuri's good at this game.
3, 5, 11, 15. Another 15 points of damage.
Wow.
So it's like it hits him and then it like erupts inside of him or
The
something?
thunder goes.
He spits blood again. This time there's something black in it.
can the lightning that's coming out of him have like an image of Thor, or not Thor, Rock in it?
It makes that roar though.
If you just took some damage, doing weeping wounds.
That's instant?
Yeah. Once per round, instant action. When a visible enemy takes damage, they must make a physical save or suffer 1d6 per round.
Physical save coming up.
They cannot heal or regenerate during this effect.
Also, if he takes damage, he dies.
Make that a writ.
Man.
He saved.
It's okay. He just took like freaking
He took
30
like
damage?
Almost 30 damage. Something like 30. I stopped counting, but it was a lot. It was in the dozens.
I think that's the most we've done in a single attack.
Well, that was Sally's turn.
Asarius?
Asarius is next. Where are you at?
Scanning the room.
He's right here.
Yeah, you can give me a little laser. I mean, you just do it. Just quickly scanning the room. What these enemies that we're taking in? What are they? What do they look like? Kind of like what? Describe. Give us. I'm specifically looking for technology.
Okay, so they're using technological weapons. They have weapons as advanced as the people here, although some of them are just flat out animals. But the first ones to break in here are anthros, and yeah, they've got guns. They've got some melee weapons, but mostly they're using like blaster guns.
And then the headpiece that gives some of them intelligence and communication abilities.
None of them have that.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna hack anything. But that's good to know.
Yeah, because these guys are like the nature purists. They're not gonna.
That's true.
Implant
They're
animal heads.
Trying to become animals again. I think I'm not gonna go hardcore. I'm gonna relax a little bit here.
You're just gonna evaporate half the planet.
Well, because I want to see where we're going. We do want to keep those guys safe behind us.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you can't nuke the room.
Turning to our potential
Fireball.
allies. What? All of our friendlies are here except for these two guys over here, right?
No.
These are all friendlies.
Those guys are all friendlies. The lion and the elephant are. Those two guys over there are.
Okay.
And yeah, the two guys you pointed at. Oh,
This is bad.
This
is
wolf
bad.
he was just randomly over here, but he's a good guy too.
But this is bad. This is bad.
Oh, sorry, I
These
don't
guys
know
are
where the
bad.
laser points.
These guys are bad, right?
You're correct.
These guys are bad. Oh no, I have it. I have
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I thought about like getting out
Bad.
the paints and like
bad.
marking the bases so we could
bad.
tell them teams, but
No, you're good.
I mean, they all look
bad.
alike. They're all animals.
didn't have time.
All right. Well, I want to protect the council, so I'm actually going to cast. I just lost it. I had it. The Invocation of the Invincible Citadel, which is a 20-foot force field that is completely impenetrable from the outside.
He counter magics you.
Ooh.
Does he really?
Yep.
Entangle incantation.
I could counter
It's
magic
an
it.
art, not a spell.
Oh, it's an art.
God damn it.
Wait, so the bear did that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna give. So I turn around to do this, and he counters it, and I'm just gonna look back over my shoulder, like, motherfucker.
Yeah, and he goes like this.
Oh, now it's personal. Okay, well, there goes that spell.
Okay. What you roll against it, don't you?
Oh yes, that's right. Ooh, that's not as good. 13.
He wins.
Wait.
Wow.
Wait. You get +2 to that
Why?
because my nullifier. All saves against magical spells.
Not a save. Skill check.
Skill check. Yeah,
check.
my magic versus his. I'll take the loss. I'll take the L on that one.
All right. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Anything else?
I'm gonna move out of the front line here.
Good idea.
I'm gonna move back behind our elephant friends.
Good idea.
He's just like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're up.
All right. Eddie's gonna try to get in the middle of the room, and he's just gonna announce, "Witness the power of Nakashi." And I'm gonna use Shadow of God, and I'm gonna turn into the absolute. So
That's gonna be cool.
yeah, dramatically. I become dramatically supernatural in some way appropriate to my character's nature. So I'm focusing on Nakashi,
Okay.
and it's full on like a Dragon Ball Z moment. Like lightning hits the floor, and like I turn into like I basically try to imitate what Nakashi looked like to me, and I'm floating off the floor. So, this is Jakeesh.
You know what I just handed you.
Oh, this is Jakeesh from. Oh my God, that's perfect.
And when you turn into this like orange male Nakashi, they all go.
So, yeah, it's the avatar of Nakashi.
They named their
Wow.
planet after this.
And so once I do that,
That's why we weren't telling the truth. We had the avatar.
a wave of awe and terror goes across everyone. 1D creatures make a morale check to fight or
How many creatures?
so forces of one. Sorry, I'm excited. 1 hit dice. So
One hit dice.
yeah. So they must make a morale check
Got it.
to even fight me. Onlookers are absolutely convinced that you are supernatural and divine, though they may not agree with your nature.
The one hit dice creatures
So-
must make a morale check. Copy that.
So, and now since I turned to Jakeesh, I take out the blade and I ignite it.
Oh gosh, the Jedi.
And I'm gonna use that new ability, Pursuing Sword. The next melee attack you make this round automatically hits and does maximum damage. So he's gonna take it out, and I'm gonna aim for the bear and hit him with it.
Are you got to run up to him for that?
Yeah. So I fly over to him. I'm gonna hit him with that. Should automatically hit for maximum damage,
Okay.
which is gonna be
Well, you don't
so.
roll it.
Oh yeah, I don't have to roll it. So it's gonna be. I have to. Yeah. Maximum damage. Does that count all my damage that I'm gonna add onto it, or just the sword's damage?
What is the ability called? It's
The Pursuing Sword.
and this is a martial writ.
Yeah,
isn't it?
martial.
I
Yeah.
have it. I just never used it.
It does maximum damage.
The next
says-
non-unarmed melee attack you make this round automatically hits and does maximum damage if doing so is physically possible. So
Yeah.
what are you going to add on? I would ask.
So first, I'm gonna add on Mage Bane, which all damage you inflict on a caster from any source, be a sword, shock, or anything. I do add your level, half your level, rounded up.
Yeah, all your Mace Player stuff works.
So
Let's do the math.
half of 12 is 6.
Yep.
So that's another 6 damage plus the 2d8.
I'm sorry. For this purpose, your level is 10. It's the other thing we were talking about
so-
that makes it 12. Yeah.
So 5 damage plus the 2d8, which is 16.
Okay.
That's
21.
21. And then I'm also going to use that Rich she just used, the Wrath. And I add 1d6 per 2 levels.
So that's
right?
5d6. So that's 5d6s.
And do I roll those 5d6s or are they max also?
There are. What's giving you the 5d6 again? The
wrap.
The
Like a
wrap.
bit-
Oh yeah,
like a
you. They're all maxed.
Yeah,
So
so
it's 30.
Holy crap!
So
I thought I did good.
51.
yeah. So yeah, I do 51 damage to him.
Steve's calculating.
Steve is calculating.
How many hit points did this guy have?
You smack the crap out of this guy, and we're rolling morale checks for all his anthros.
All of them.
Well, that one's dead. This one failed. He's going to run on his turn. Big Gorilla Man failed. He's going to run on his turn. Werewolf over here passed.
Which one?
This guy passed.
This guy passed.
Fail.
Stop putting 180s, we know, yeah.
Pass. 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 Pass.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of them pass, which I wasn't expecting. But yeah,
Yeah,
the ones that I said are going to fail,
Well over half.
they are going to run on their next turn.
And when I hit him with this attack, it's basically like, so like the slash hits and a big ray of light just comes from the sky and goes into him. Just
And you've knocked this guy down to one knee. He is fucked up. You've got him like right here. His armor caught a lot of it, but you still cut him good.
A quick clarification earlier on. So I hacked the otter's pad, found out about the bear's motivation stuff, but that means the otter is connected to it. Potentially, right? Or no.
You just hacked the pad. He had
That
data
was
in
the
pad.
information they had on him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Sorry, I was making sure the otter is a good guy.
Oh yeah. It was you just hacked. You just read their files.
Great.
Yeah.
and it says the shape must be more than twice your normal size.
Yeah,
so
it's giant.
I'm a giant Jakeech right now.
Yeah.
A giant Jakeech.
Asarius. No, Lorian's turn.
Okay. First thing I do is resounding temporal echo to give all of us, all of our allies, 10 people, an extra main action.
Wow.
Oh,
2 rounds. So we have 2 main actions for 2 rounds, and
Man.
then
But that you still can only cast one spell, right?
No, it's 2 main actions.
that's the main action. For my second one, I am going to sing a little song. You see, as the shadows of this room
Dude.
converge and coalesce into these white tendrils that begin to just sprout above, some of them wrapping around you, one of them kind of lifting me up as you hear my voice is amplified. This notes begin to lift off my body as this song of calm spreads through the area. I'm singing an emotion that affects people in a 60-foot radius. I can't control how they react. They have a mental save if they're already affected by a surge of emotion. So this is basically going to be another morale check.
Like an actual mechanical one, or
A 1 point of correction. Resounding temporal echo does say that the extra action cannot be used to cast spells or use arts.
Oh.
Right, this is not a spell. Or
But you used resounding temporal echo at the start, and then you started talking about this.
the writ.
No, resounding temporal echo is a spell,
Right.
which you said
He's
at the start of
clarifying.
your turn that you were
Okay.
casting.
Even though we get 2 actions.
Matt said, but we can't use it to cast spells, and you said yes, you can. I was just saying no. Matt was correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so all of the 1 hit dice creatures are making saves again.
Yeah. No, everyone.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the other thing. It's a mental save.
It is a mental save.
Okay.
wow.
If they're already affected by a surge of emotion, such as being in battle, which
Sure.
Oh man.
Okay. So everyone over there was already running.
This guy's running. This guy's running.
This guy passed. That guy's running. So the guy that passed, I just rolled for him. He failed that save.
So now he's
Yeah.
in a state of calm.
Stay up calm.
Yeah, so he's calm. He's not going to fight anymore. This guy passed. Shark guy definitely passed. He actually critted it. The other shark guy passed.
Yeah, shark guys are beasts.
Yeah.
I get it.
Eh.
This guy, buggy guy passed. Giant buggy guy passed.
I love this buggy guy, by the way.
Thank you. Birdie guy passed. Most of them passed. Just one guy failed.
Damn it.
They're made of stern
They got
stuff.
good dice tonight.
Yeah. Well, we have plus our Sal and Great. And who else should have this? Because it's
Well, the
1, 2, 3, 4,
the anthros that were already here,
5, 6,
plus you guys, Sal and
7,
Grace.
8, 9. I have 4 more people. Cat Girl
Okay.
has 2 actions. Lion has 2 actions. Elephant
Yes.
definitely.
He's got a big hammer.
Cackerel, lion, elephant, and
I like that lizard guy.
What about the otter?
Or the bear.
otter boy.
I'll do the bear. Yeah.
Okay.
Bear as a 4th one.
The burr.
That's just a regular bear, I think.
Lions, bears, elephant, cat girl. Oh my!
My. Where's Sal at? Did we have a mini for Sal?
I don't think so.
There's a lizard right there. We can just take him.
Well, he's a leader.
Here, this is Sal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Dude, just such a good call turning me to Jakish. That was such a good
I knew
call.
you were gonna go.
That was such a
I knew
good
you
call.
were gonna go like Jakashi or Nakashi Avatar. So I was like, well, he's gonna be a
Jikashi.
giant. He's gonna be a giant cat on the planet
It's
named after a
such
cat.
a cool callback to the first thing I did.
All
I
right.
like it.
So Sal is gonna grab Sally. How many guns do you have on you right now?
Well, I figure before we left, I probably gave him some of the ones from that pirate ship. So
Yeah.
he could have, I have 5 laser rifles, I have 1 thermal pistol, I have 1 plasma projector or something, and 15 laser pistols. So whichever one he feels more comfortable
He's gonna
using.
take the thermal pistol.
So that's 2d6 of damage. If
Well, it
it,
doesn't matter because he missed. He was trying to shoot that bird.
Come on.
I've never fired one of these.
but he gets 2 actions, so he gets to shoot
Especially-
again.
He fires it again. He rolled the same number.
Come on, Sal.
I haven't been an animal for 20 years.
Yeah. he's out of
You're
practice.
doing great,
He's
Dad.
also a different kind of animal now.
He's out of practice.
I'm exactly like you.
That's why I said.
That's where you get it from.
First things first. Shirokuma disengages from Eddie Bones
Okay.
and runs out the door and around the corner to be out of sight, out of line of sight.
Okay.
Strike him.
Well, there's no
Reaction?
opportunity.
Disengaged.
He disengaged.
Oh,
Disengage.
disengage. Oh.
He's going to use. Right then. He's going to use swift casting to turn his next spell, which he's doing on this turn, into an on-turn action instead of a main action. So as he's running away from Eddie, he's going to cast. Oh, I'm bad. I feel real bad for this guy, but he has no way of knowing. He's going to cast Ineluctable Shackles of Volition on Eddie Bones.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't fucking work.
I just say no because of my immaculate mind. I automatically are impervious to any mind control or mind reading spells or any magical effects that would
You even feel it?
mess me up.
Eddie,
Negative,
you
yeah.
have an immaculate.
You feel it,
Yeah.
and then you see him stop and turn around,
Yeah.
and you see him do this. And time rewinds.
No way.
He casts Disjunctive Temporal Reversion, retakes this turn, runs away again, but this time casts Howl of Light.
I can't counterspell because I can't see him.
No, he casts it right before he goes around.
Oh.
He has to see you guys to do it.
Counterspell.
And this isn't a new round, so I can't
Yeah.
Oh.
do it.
Wait, no, because I just used my counterspell this round earlier.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
never
so
mind.
he's now
Can't do it. Uh-oh.
he's casting Howl of Light,
Hey guys, there's
10d8
spellcasters.
damage per level.
Yep.
He's going to limit it to just everyone on the rug.
You're on the rug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be much bigger.
Does it just hit, or is there any sort of
Let me read the full spell.
Ooh, actually,
to
yeah,
you.
give me a second too. I think I have another counterspell.
Maybe I should say veterans luck. Make it miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody's really taking any damage.
Everyone in the area suffers 1d8 damage from flame, concussion, and sonic shock per caster level, so it's going to be 10, with an evasion for half. You can all make an evasion save. If used in a space less than 40 feet in width, the explosion is channeled through adjacent spaces and patches, whatever. So it's supposed to be a 20-foot radius, but I'm just fiating that he's confining it to just the rug.
Yeah, I think you can.
As written, he can't, but he can today.
You know, like, I thought I had another. Oh, I think maybe I got rid of that one. Damn, I didn't.
So the
write it down.
damage is 43 with an evasion save for half.
Okay, give me a babe.
We do have impunity. You roll a failed save throw.
Yes, you can all reroll if
I'm
you
going to
fail.
re-roll that failed save throw.
Yeah, as part of the
I'm rolling for
Oh, I
Renly as well.
passed this time.
Okay.
So silver's Renly, green's me.
Oh, should I roll for Sal?
I crit fail. I'm gonna re-roll that. I think Renly saved 13.
What is Renly's save? I don't remember.
Oh, it's +1. So yeah, it's 14 actually.
Okay.
You've got 13 on the dice.
Sal also rolled a 15. That's a +2, right?
So Sal saves.
I saved.
You save, Sal saves. You want to roll for Grace?
Oh yeah, Grace.
Elephant Man fails.
No!
Lion fails.
Lion, no!
No!
I'm sorry, we can't actually use impunity because this says main action.
What? What do you mean?
Impunity is a reroll a failed save throw. It says once per scene
No,
as
it's-
a main action.
It says. No, it
Doesn't make
says.
any sense. You wouldn't do a save on your own turn.
It's an instant. It's an act.
Oh, it is an instant. Why do I have it?
Oh, I'm sorry. What kind of save is this?
It's an evasion save.
Then that uses Dex, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and intelligence.
It can be intelligence, yes.
Great. I'm gonna do that, and then I pass.
Okay.
Whew. I actually almost felt that. Even with the
Wait, how
reroll.
much damage is coming at Grace right now?
If she fails, it's 43.
And
43.
it's half that, right? So it's.
Yeah, if she passes, it's 21.
Well, it's mental save.
What's that?
What kind of save is it?
Evasion save.
Evasion. So rolling dice. She gets 10, 11. Well, I don't know how much she has a +2 to her saves.
She needs to hit. Wait a minute. Yeah, she needs to hit a 14 or higher to save.
How much is her plus though to her evasion?
She doesn't have any.
Oh, she
Neither do
has
you guys.
0?
Yeah, you just have to beat the number. Your target number goes down, is what happens.
How much health does Grace have?
Not that much. Hold on, I will roll for her. No, I did that before. She has 24 health.
24 health?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Might
she's
need
not
healing.
gonna. She's gonna be down.
Okay, I'm gonna use Walled Ally as an instant action. Commit effort for the scene. When an ally within 30 feet is affected by a spell, you are affected by the spell in its place.
Okay.
Wow.
And
If you're both in the effect, you take the damage twice.
but when that happens, I'm gonna use absolute negation as an instant action. Commit effort for the day, and I'm just unaffected by a spell or any kind of magic. I can just ignore the magic.
Okay.
Nice.
Hold on. I want to double check something before I say it. It's in this book.
Are we able to do 2 instances?
It's an instant action. I think you can do as many instant actions as you want.
I think you get one per round. I was actually going to double check that earlier and I got distracted. The Mage Slayer. Absolute negation. Is an instant act. Commit effort for the day when you're about to be affected or impeded by an unwanted spell. Yeah, you take no damage.
Yep.
What I was checking, and I ended up just ruling on it because it's not specific, is since you are being hit by this spell twice, technically, I was going to say maybe you can only negate one of them. But the way it's worded, I think you
I am
negate both of them.
I am committing effort for the day.
Yeah.
So this is like a one-time big
Yep.
block.
Save grace. You
Yeah,
take
so-
no damage yourself.
So yeah, it's like it's about to hit her, but as Jakeesh, I just wave my thing to make it come into me, and then you see me make like a circle, and I just absorb the attack into the circle and make it disappear.
No.
Wow.
All right.
And I also take note that he can go back in time. Interesting.
Are you aware of that?
I should be aware of that, right?
Yes. Actually, yes. It specifies in this spell that everyone remembers the first time.
Oh.
Whoa.
God.
So it's not as good as what Eddie does, but it's still basically time reversal.
All right. But everyone else still took damage.
Yes, everyone else still took damage. Elephant Man and Lion are dead.
Instantly?
Whoa.
They're they're
But
out of hit
wasted my
points, yeah.
spell on you.
Fuck.
Sorry. Halved. How much damage? Sorry, I completely missed.
21 points of
21
damage.
points. Got
Also, can you clarify? Oh yeah, I took 21 as well. So did Renly.
If you saved, it's 21.
Can you clarify for me the instant thing? Are we doing
I'm
one?
reading it right now.
Okay, cool.
You have as many instant actions as you want.
it. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cast prudently transient abdication of life on the elephant, and he's going to be saved.
Whoa.
But he's going to be unconscious for. Where's my d4s? There they are. 2 hours.
So no one except you guys and Shirokuma has had a turn. Even Grace hasn't had a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't save the lion though.
This is just happening like so rapidly.
Yeah, this is like super fast
It's like
Dragon Ball Z
Whiplash.
kind of shit right now.
Yeah, this is wild.
Oh, but I want to save Aslan. Shit.
Don't worry, I'll bring him back.
Can you confirm how many instances we
It's
can
okay,
do?
he comes back the
Instant
next day.
action, there's no limit.
There's no limit.
You can do instant actions as many times in a round as you need to.
Nice.
I just looked it up.
Oh, but yeah.
As a instant actions from a
Spell. Expensive.
No, I don't think I can save Aslan.
That's all right. We'll raise him as a skeleton. So now it's time for the anthro minions of Shirokuma. So the ones that I said were running are running now.
Okay. So they're gone.
So did they just leave?
Yeah, they all flee in terror. He yells at them if the ones that go by him at that door there.
So this one leaves too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
So the remainder.
They have a shield up right now.
No, I don't. I got counterspelled.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's gone.
Which
He's unconscious.
They're actually going to come for. The bird's going to fly over and come for Sally. And then that goes. These guys. The bird is meleeing. These guys all have guns, and they're actually going to shoot over, and they're going to all of them. Literally. Well, this guy's a good guy, but he's only melee. He's just going to move up. Probably do Asarius. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to swarm attack Sally One Eye.
Wow.
Whoa.
What did I ever do to you guys?
technically I could have countered that.
Well, they're all attacking at once?
Yes, swarm attack means up to 5 can take this action. When the last one does so, one of them makes an attack with a +2 to hit and a +1 to damage per combatant. So
the magical spell? Or are they
no, it's just a swarm. They're all attacking. It's a way to have a lot of people attack the same target at
I
once
see.
with a single
But they're
weapon.
just using regular weapons?
Yeah, they're just shooting at her, except for the bird who's meleeing.
The weapons are magical.
No, they're lasers.
Okay. Okay.
So it's going to be a +2 to attack per combatant. So it's going to be a +10.
Wow.
Well, you have a high AC, right?
I do. But
Is it higher than 25?
it sure is.
It is?
Is it really?
I was 92, dropped down to 71.
Your AC.
Yeah,
Oh, my AC. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I thought you meant hit points.
impressive.
Oh, my AC is actually 20. Sorry.
Yeah, so you're hit. And now the damage.
I need some better armor. But I just look so good in my leather coat. I couldn't give it up. I need to replicate some nanotech the next game.
The damage roll was crap. It's 11.
Oh.
That's with the plus 10.
60 points. 60 hit points.
I'm sorry, it's only a plus 5. It's 6 damage.
6 damage?
Wow.
On all of them?
They basically it's as if 4 of them rolled a 1, 1 of them rolled a 2
Whoa.
for damage.
Wow.
Wow.
They all hit you, but you're dancing around it. Because it's 1d10 for their highest attack is 1d10, so I use that for the damage roll. But roll the 1. So adding the 5 makes it a 6.
It's accuracy by volume. A bunch of people shot in like a couple hits. Or one
Some
hit.
of those rounds hit each other on the way.
Yeah. So that's all the minions. Now Tanaka's people are going to fire.
Oh, really? It's all of them?
Yeah, because they all attacked at once.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Except for a buggy guy, he's going to attack you, but I'm counting him as a non-sentient animal actually. So he's going on a different turn.
Roger. Okay.
Now Tanaka's people are going to go. They all pulled out rifles and they're going to turn and start shooting the guys behind them.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm just going to do the same things.
Then you can say absolutely not because I'm still.
Well, let me finish the turn.
Yeah, of course.
They're all just going to shoot the big shark guy. They critted him.
Oh gosh.
You know what? He's dead.
Wait, so they all attacked him at once?
All these guys turned around and Tanaka probably yelled, "Hit the one in the middle!" And they all shot him and he died.
You know, I'm so amazed that they're hitting me instead of like the big shiny avatar
They're
here.
terrified of him. He's got the power of the shadow of God on.
Yeah.
What's up, Max?
I'm relearning Annan's arts. There was one that was Keeper of the Gate.
Yeah.
Any mortally wounded, I can stabilize.
Yep. You can save the line.
Okay, yay. I stabilize the line.
Is that instant?
That's an instant. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because he's got 6 rounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's no reason you wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay. So, Keeper of the Gate, I stabilize the
Thank
the
you.
line.
Yep.
Aslan, no!
Aslan.
Okay. Now the animal's going.
Animal.
The big insectoid guy is going to attack. You know, he probably thinks it's Renly. He's going to attack Renly.
Oh.
Okay.
He gets 2 attacks.
14.
All his arms.
Man, everyone,
He misses the first one?
everyone in this room is like boss level people. It's crazy.
They're fighting us.
What'd you say?
We have like 2 godlings
1
right
attack
here.
hit.
Okay. How much damage?
It's going to be 1d8. Let me roll it. 2.
No way.
This is bullshit.
But I will say Renly is looking probably worse than you guys have ever seen him.
Yeah, but he's just going to be summoned again.
Yeah, like in an hour or something.
Yeah, he's out for an hour. Grace is emboldened by Eddie saving
I'm actually
her.
pretty fucked up too.
Yes. Yeah.
She's going to pull out her laser rifle.
This is her.
What's the closest? The bird.
The bird.
The bird.
You look like a bird.
Grace misses the
He
bird.
got it.
Oh, but she has another action.
You're right.
Oh yeah, 2 actions. I forgot.
Yeah.
Grace hits the bird.
Yay!
Wait, what's the damage die
For a
on
laser rifle, 1d10.
Thank you.
Exactly how they sound too.
Bird is dead.
Really?
8 damage.
Damn.
Most of these are 1-hit die enemies. Not all of them, but most of them.
Okay.
Sally?
So it's back up to Sally.
All right.
Tell them how it's done, Sally One Eye.
Remember, we have 2 actions.
Yeah, you got 2 actions now.
Who is the closest guy to me?
Well, we got this insect guy.
Okay.
And is this guy a good guy or a bad guy?
Of course, Dr. Shirokuma didn't leave the fight. He just went around the corner.
Yeah, he's over here in the corner.
Yeah,
But you don't.
that's farther than I meant. He's just like right by
right
the door,
outside the
just
door.
out of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't see him.
You do not see him, but,
but I know that he went out.
You know
right?
he's there. Yeah, this is his attack. He's not leaving it.
Yeah.
I have enough to run over here and peek around, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna peek around. I see that he's just hiding there,
There's a magical polar bear trying to heal himself.
and I blast him.
Roll it.
All right. I don't know if he has fewer hit dice than me, so I think I'm going to have to roll the dice. Or does
I'm
he?
conflicted about killing this guy.
The 17 to hit.
You say that? You tell him?
Woohoo! Okay.
Oh, I was expecting him to have 20 armor.
He's a mage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is just a mage. A mage with.
Well, he's the leader. He's professor.
But he's a polar bear.
He's a
That'd
polar
be
bear. He's got hit points, but no AC.
his per 2d10. That is 10. Oh, I need to roll a d8 because my heroic fray against him. That's a 13 plus another 5 is 18 points of damage.
What did you hit him with?
My thunder gun. For 18 points of damage.
Which part of him would you like to survive intact?
His head. I need a trophy.
You catch it out of the air as the rest of him is blown away.
Man, I almost wanted him to survive one more round. I was gonna do something. That's fine.
Professor Shirokuma has been rocked.
Right. So you like blew his like torso away?
You came around with
I
your thunder
blasted.
gun. You blasted him at his middle, and yeah, that all went against the wall, blew apart, splattered, limbs on the
Man.
floor, torso gone, head. You catch it out of the air.
Now, the real question, how much landed on her?
Absolutely none.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
Is it all went that way?
Yeah.
That's right. I peeked around the corner too.
That's why they tell you if you get your car stalled on the train tracks and the train's coming, run towards the train.
And I mentally yell in our shared mindscape. I got our magical artifact if we ever need to come back here.
There you go. Not towards the train. Run in the direction the train came from so that when it hits your car, the pieces fly away from you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you clarified for the audience. Okay.
Yeah, don't
You
run
wanna
at a train.
Don't run at a train.
Goodbye.
Sally just killed Professor Shirokuma before he got to do... No, he did his cool spells. He did
Yeah,
his cool
He
spells.
did. He got some of
Thank
them
you
real
for finally
good.
giving me a mage to fight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Also, I gave Eddie a mage to fight
Yeah,
with his
yeah,
Mage Slayer.
Mage Slayer,
Otherwise, he's going to have to use it on you guys.
Yeah.
He did have a couple that he... Well, he didn't get Invincible Citadel off.
He did go back in time once.
He did go back in time. He tried to use Shackles of Volition. I also gave him Grinding Gaius, which would have been kind of the same thing.
Well, there's still more people here. It's not
There are more
over.
people here, but their boss is gone.
Yeah.
Sally, I assume you're stepping back into the doorway holding his head.
I do because I can't speak the language. I go, woohoo!
This is an automatic failed morale check for the remaining enemy.
Yeah. And if I'm next, I yell out to all of them, step down.
It's next, actually.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, you can yell.
well,
Yeah, you can yell.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I'm fucked up. I'm a
Step
little
down,
pissed.
your leader is dead.
So, with a little more flourish and electricity than the previous spells, I'm going to cast Phobic Storm, which forces a morale check for all of them.
Okay, they
Yeah,
all already failed the one that Sally just gave them.
Great.
We'll do it again.
Do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah,
They're
because
so
I don't know
demoralized.
that. And if they somehow pass my check, can't find the spell for some reason all of a sudden. Oh, there it is.
They're auto-failing yours.
Oh.
They've already failed one. They're already in the process of turning to leave. It's just not their turn yet. Their boss is dead. They have no reason to stay here and fight you guys. You've demolished almost all of their crew.
Okay, well, I'm
including
gonna. Yeah, so here's the thing, though. I'm gonna try to. Actually, I have two actions. So I'm gonna disengage, go to Eddie, and I'm gonna do Phobic Storm from him, as if it's coming from him.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's just going to be a wave of electricity, numbing, sweeping terror that just fills the room and floods the enemies, but passes over our allies like it's nothing.
Okay, but even though it's unnecessary in terms of making them flee, the people that are in this room that you're trying to get help from see it happen.
Yeah, I just go. Ching.
Yeah, and all this electricity and as they turn and see these guys already fleeing from Sally holding the head, and then Eddie does this thing, and they get hit by the wave, and one of them fully passes out from terror.
Yeah.
We'll say the remaining shark guy just fully passes out from terror, and the others just run even faster.
Yeah.
I feel like they're fleeing to preserve their lives turns into terror.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess we assume the insect guy just burrows away.
Yeah, he digs right back out the way he came.
Yeah. And yeah,
You guys took
Yeah.
0 losses on your side.
Wow.
If we're still kind of at the end of
Sure.
initiative,
Do your thing.
the tendrils of night,
Yeah, those never actually did anything.
which is fine. They're just really cool things that are just out and about. Are going to capture a few of them.
Okay.
Just
Pick
because
2.
for interrogation. So yeah, they're going to capture and then
The past that one.
same thing. They're going to kind of just wrap them up in sort of this like huge cocoon type of thing, and imprison them in there for later conversation.
All right. You guys won big time. You captured enemies. You saved everyone.
I'm definitely gonna stay as my Jakish avatar form.
So Elephant Man and Lion Man are hurt. Lion Man to unconsciousness.
Jakish walks up to both of them and I heal them.
Like how you say
While he's doing that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as the battle clears, I'm gonna immediately release Renly, and
Yeah.
mainly because he's really messed up, and also because he's humanoid.
He goes, thanks, boss.
I'm gonna heal both the elephant and the lion.
Okay, Lion Man wakes up. Whoa. Did you guys hear some kind of howl of light?
Yes.
And I look over to the council
One of my favorite spells.
and I say, do you need any more convincing?
Problem solved.
Yes.
You've killed Professor Shirakuma.
If you wish to interrogate him, there's something that I can do to allow for that. Or I've captured a couple of his.
But he's dead.
Yes, what is dead can always be brought back for conversation.
Oh, your magic.
In short.
I see. Well, some on the council don't hold with magic, but as you've saved our lives, I suppose I will simply say, no thank you.
Absolutely. I will say, maybe there is reasonable cause for a lot of their desire to upend a lot of the society that you have built.
What?
Perhaps, well, I just want to hope for
I'm coughing in your mic.
I kind of
Don't sympathize with the thing.
I kind of hold you off there and I say, this was a great victory and we show them who's boss.
I kind of want to know where that was going.
It was a great victory and it was an amazing thing, but more and more people are feeling this feeling of perhaps the natural world that you have around you is being diminished. I think there's a way to meet them halfway. It's all that I'm going to pose, and I will step off that. Leave with that as you will. You're going to see more and more of them coming back to you to fight you. Of course, you can push for fear, but how long is fear going to hold until a whole society decides to destroy?
Jakish, Avatar Jakish says, this is really none of our business.
It is our business. We live here.
Right?
What I need is this stone.
We don't know of the stone. I don't know of the stone. Perhaps Rayon knows of the stone.
Who's Rayo?
The lion. He goes, the brown diamond thing.
Yes.
How big is it?
I motioned how big it would be.
I don't.
Basketballish, right?
We'll have basketballish. We'll have to check the archives. I don't know off the top of my head. What's your name?
We call
they-
it the One Eyes. This.
They call me Eddie, but
Eddie, I am Rayon. Thank you for helping me.
well,
Speaking of help,
The elephant man sticks out his hands. I'm Zoe.
yeah.
You are big.
Yes, I keep forgetting I'm like twice as.
This makes me approve of you.
I'm gonna, while you guys are talking, I'm gonna limp over to you and like give you a little nudge on the leg for some healing if you.
Oh yeah, I hear you. And actually, as I touch him, do I feel exactly how he's different in some way? Because I know I noticed that before.
You can't get specifics on it. I think. Well, you know what? I'll tell you more depending on how you roll. Give me notice plus wisdom.
And how much do I get healed?
Oh, let's see.
I want to say though, we have heroic determination. So like outside of combat, we could heal 1d8
Oh,
multiple times outside of combat. So
well,
You can probably just heal yourself.
but I'm also healing you 3d6 plus 8. So that's where did all my dice go?
Up your button around the corner.
36.
You have to.
Oh no, there it is. I can see it. So this is just from me.
Oh my God.
Well,
Wow.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was just
not bad.
that was just from me.
Great. That was pretty low.
So
But-
notice plus wisdom.
I feel like this is an important thing. I'm gonna use alternate outcome to re-roll that.
Copy that.
I like to they switch to different color dice.
Yeah,
it's an alternate.
Yeah, of course.
better. So 5, 6, 7. What was it? Notice?
Yeah. And wisdom.
8, 9, 10.
Okay. You know the following.
I'm fluffy.
He's fluffy. It's whatever has been done to him. It's incredibly old. It's been in effect for so long that it's almost indetectable as not his true nature, right? Like, because the way your ability works is by sensing when someone's been altered from their true nature, and with this, you can tell it's that he's been changed, but he has been changed for so long that it almost doesn't register as unnatural. And then the second thing that you know is it is, in a way that you aren't sure of, a different type of modification than what was done to the monkey and the crab. It's not cybernetic.
Do I get a feeling like I can fix it?
I'm sorry, what was your total roll?
10.
10.
You do feel in this moment that you could remove the modification. You could
Whoa.
cancel it out and return him to his natural state of being.
Wow. Whoa.
I think it's time for some cool things to happen. Yeah, I'm gonna reach.
But maybe not in front of the animals. Anthropomorph.
I may not have another chance though.
Yeah.
You know what? First, I'm going to. Can I hold him up real quick?
I mean, that's a question.
It's a question for whether
Yeah,
he'll
like-
let you.
Well, I just say, you and me need to talk real quick,
Like right now?
like right now.
Oh, I can't talk. We said
Mindscape,
we have to.
Mindscape.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mindscape
mind
thing.
link,
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna use an effort to cast without Renly, which is a day effort, and a spell slot to freeze time for everyone except us.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted.
You have
Okay.
You have not much time though. Well, decent time. 3 turns. What is it? 10 seconds per turn.
I forget.
plus 1, so
We're,
like you got like
you got a scene.
yeah.
It's like, all right, real quick. I think I've reached the point now where I can change you back to how you were, natural.
That's I'm pretty sure it's impossible. My body is. I was put into this body. This is not.
No, but what if it is? I think I can reverse it back to your natural state.
Roll me a no plus any mental stat.
Where's my? Why was it marked? Oh, 2. 13.
Okay. I think in this moment you realize that you're not 100% sure of what you just said to him. You were unconscious when you were turned into a fox. You don't know how it was done.
Oh.
You've been looking for your backup body because you know it is out there somewhere,
Yeah.
or you think it probably is out there.
I mean, if it survived the great catastrophe in a million years, then yeah, I was hoping it's still out there somewhere.
Yeah.
I hope I kept it safe enough.
So, with your consent, I want to try.
It's right here.
Yes, right now.
Is it something we can do later?
I feel like
Change
it's
the music.
yeah. Can
Yeah.
we change music real quick? I don't want anything else to get in the way of this. I feel like lately a lot of things have been happening that seem to be pointing towards a single moment. I feel like this moment has come. And if we delay it anymore, something could happen to get in between us.
It's going to blow our cover because if it works, they will see a non-anthropomorphic character.
Do you really care
body.
about that right now?
Yeah, getting this stone is literally the difference between saving the world, saving the universe, and not.
Yeah, but how long have you been in this state?
Longer than you can even imagine.
Don't you want to return?
More than almost anything. And right now, the one thing that worries me is not getting this stone.
I think I can win them over.
I also,
Especially after what I just did. Or what after we just did.
yeah. All right.
I just really
Okay.
don't want anything else to get in between us.
I have a backup plan if things go south anyway.
Okay, so
One for you for asking for consent.
Character growth.
One for you. No, wait. 2 for you
Oh, wow.
for choosing the universe over your own needs.
Guys, there's a lot of character growth.
Wow, this is a really good character growth episode.
So I say it. Just know that I do this because I feel like it's right, and I pick you up
If it works.
with your consent, and my hands visibly go into your body, and I start searching for the unnatural thing.
Oh, I don't like how that feels.
You find like a hard. You can't see it. You can only feel it, but you can just tell it's like black. It feels like a large pit, like a large pit of a fruit.
And I grab onto that large pit, and I pull it. I kind of like pull it out, but it's like a phase out kind of thing, and then I destroy it.
By the way, time is unfrozen now. This is all live now.
Yeah.
Lights off. Lights off before.
Of smoke, and out of it, where the fox once stood,
A naked guy.
Oh,
Oh shit!
wow.
I'm so happy you had this
incredible.
ready.
And he was naked.
Sorry.
It's been so long. I don't even know what to say. It worked.
And when
I run to hug you.
he sees you, Rayon the lion, his jaw drops and he says, "The ghost man."
What?
We'll see you next week.
Wow.
Oh.
Good night, everyone.